maybe I can still do it. Hello, everyone. We got 0 people.
Hello, Tom.
Fuck. 0 people. We just have been totally fucking banned now. It says it's showing.
But just not
There's
on
0 people watching it. Can anyone post anything, a message or whatever? Fuck me. All right. Well, this is off to a good start, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Here you go.
3, 5 people watching. All right. So we are on. Fuck me. All right. I am going to edit, see if I can get Cafe Lockdown X on this. I didn't even think about that. Let me see if I can do it. You know what? You just got to go to the WTF X. Sorry, guys. All right. Hang on. I added something here. Okay. X Twitter. Let's see if I can do something here. No. Don't know how to do it. All right.
All the regulars are popping up. How you going?
Hey. Good evening, Tom and PJ. We're just going to be winging it. I've got some of PJ's videos. I haven't really done that much, but I've got a heap of fucking videos anyway that I've never brought up. So we'll see how we go with that. Obviously, big talking point that we're going to start off with is what's happening with Michael. You know what? We'll just do the intro. You know what? There's only 18 people. So let's just shoot the shit. Like, we usually fucking talk like 18 people. Fuck, we can't do that. So we'll wait for people to come on and try and find us. Obviously, the usual, they're fucking shadow banning us, or maybe we're just paranoid. Maybe nobody actually wants to really watch us and doesn't give a fuck about us.
Which is understandable.
Hey, how are you feeling? Hey, PJ, Tom, and everyone. Useless tagging everyone. Fuckbook is playing games again. Yeah. So Adrian did mention that. Yeah, he can't tag anyone. So I reckon, fuck, man, that's pretty low for us on a fucking Tuesday night, 23 people. But yeah, can't. Yes, Clark. Yep, can't. So, but yeah, we're here, can't. Yes, you are, Jason. Thanks, mate. Thanks for fucking coming on board with us like usual. Wayne is not with us because he's in. Where is he, PJ? What?
I don't know exactly. It's in it's northeast or northwest Queensland somewhere.
Yeah. So he's with his dad. He's got no reception there, so he's not doing the show, which is probably better anyway. Like to spend time with your dad. I think that's fucking more important than this fucking bullshit dribble that we talk. Yes, fuckbook. Yep.
But there's people on fuckbook commenting, so it must be up there somewhere.
Yeah. So I'm guessing the WTF live podcast is going right. That's where everyone sort of seems to be able to find us. Danger alert. Tom on the JD. Yeah, I've been going for a while, actually, before the show. I've been putting together the Is This Racist? Fuck, that actually takes longer sometimes. And you know what? Please send any Is This Racist moment. I took a lot of yours, by the way, this time that you sent me. And
my algorithm is terrible.
Yeah. It always seems to be when I click on one of the Is This Racist, I keep on getting more like they used to me. But yeah, some of them I was like, fuck, this is worse than what I fucking put up, PJ. So I put them all together. I think it's like a 5-minute one.
Nice.
For those two, yeah.
Those who want to see us banned for life.
Yeah. Fuck it. Let's go out with a bang. Costa, who's in Greece now, who used to live in Newport with me, he sent me, God, I've just gone blank. Oh yeah, he asked if we're on YouTube now. Are we on? So he must have seen that. Must have been a reminder or something coming up on YouTube. So we are on YouTube as well.
Some people have got notifications.
So I'm actually surprised that we're still on YouTube. I left the last 2 live episodes on.
Yeah.
The one before that I took off because we talked about too much, Voldemort. So I'm like, that is definitely going to get fucking banned. And even the Is This Racist? You know, I've got a 2-week strike for that as well a while back. And I'm like, this is all stuff taken off fucking Instagram and fucking YouTube anyway.
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck do they... Yeah, and it was actually, they gave me a warning and they said, this is why, because you are attacking minority groups.
They're not necessarily minority.
Well, I think Wayne brought this up when you were away, that there's a video going around and there's a guy asking people, how much percentage do you think of white Caucasian people are in the world? And people, well, actually, do you know this?
No.
We brought it up. How much do you reckon? How many, in the chat, I'd love to see in the chat, how many people think, how many people are white Caucasian in the world overall?
It's got to be under 30%.
Yeah, under 30%, that's correct.
Yeah.
Under?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm talking to my kids. Under, higher, lower?
13%. What's that guess like? What?
Pretty close, 7 to 8%.
Yeah.
7 to 8% of white Caucasians are in the world. Yeah. 15%. 7. Yeah, Mark, you've seen the video, haven't you? Yeah, 7%. Hey, your bro is on, buddy. Michael Fiddler. Yeah.
Oh, the one-armed bandit.
Bugger all. Tom, are you streaming to Cafe Lockdown X? No, I couldn't get that going. It came, that's what I was trying to do right at the start. I can't do it, unfortunately. There is a WTF that you can go to, so you can stream it on X. So we've got WTF. I'll see if I can put up a link to it in the comments section. 20%, yeah, 27, yeah, look at that, like 7%, 8%. Hi guys, going to drop in after watching good movie called The Drop. No worries, Alex. We'll see how we go. We're gonna, I don't know, we're probably not gonna go out past the 2-hour mark, I reckon.
Nah.
Yeah.
Because we get everything said in 2 hours.
Yeah.
The other
we're
2 hours.
We're not bagging anyone who's not here.
Yeah. The other 2
Your
hours.
sound is a bit average, Tom. I'll try it. You know what? I've been fucking trying to fucking get this together. You know what? I got this from you when you were working at Billy Hyde, yeah?
Yeah.
Can I put that onto the microphone and try and fix it?
Yeah, you can use it as an interface between the... And that'll be able to change. I'm going to try. You'll have them. You should take one of my spare ones.
Is that better?
Oh, I've got headphones on, so it's all good for me.
How's that? I'll let us know in the comments if that's better or not, actually. Where the fuck are my glasses?
I have to give you my spare.
Yeah.
I never have any dramas with that one.
Yeah, it does. Like when I'm watching stuff back, it sort of sounds a bit like I'm underwater. But then I watch some old ones and it seems to be okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's something that I've fucked up in the
settings.
In the settings here, but I'm not fucking. I'm gonna have to look it up. So hang on, I'm gonna do this. How's this? This show, this show is funny. I like it. How is that, guys? Is that any better?
Yeah, it's all right for me.
Bit hard to fiddle with one hand, Michael. That was your one-arm bandit fucking reference. I blame Alvo, the fucking zombie, for Tom's audio. Yep. And yeah, it's probably fucking ASIO, mate. Where the fuck are my glasses? You say that 60 times a day. Cherry pick, higher cherry. Right. So as long as you don't flush, it'll be fine. I don't know if I should start the intro now or because I want to talk about Michael Griffith.
Yep.
So many of you may or may not know that he did have a heart attack on, I think it was Friday night. He's been having chest pains for a while. It is bad audio. I'm looking exceptionally light tonight and PJ engaging as always. Yeah, I think the light is somehow stronger that I've put on. I don't know. This is just so, you know what? I was looking at Topher Field's podcast and it's just so fucking professional compared to this. He's got all the lights going in the back or whatever. And I'm like, fuck, that's really good. And I'm like, every fucking week, I'm like this is, I just remembered now. I'm like, I was going to fuck around with this and test it with my son. Oh, by the way, I want to dedicate this episode podcast to my son who's turned 18 today. He doesn't watch the show. He's not a fan. He doesn't believe. He's basically move on, Dad, and it's embarrassing. What's even better is I think part of the reason he's embarrassed is because some of his parents, like his friends' parents, watch the show. Like I don't know them personally. It's just from the school, but obviously they're also anti-COVID scamdemic bullshit.
Yeah.
And they've somehow gotten onto the show. And so he cops a bit of shit from his mates and he's like, can you just stop doing the show? So yeah, I can't believe it.
Instead of stopping, you've just dedicated it to him.
Yeah. Oh, well, you know what? It's like a what do you call it? A time capsule. So when I'm fucking dead and buried, he's gonna fucking look back at some of these fucking episodes and go, Dad is right. Or he's gonna go, fuck, my dad was the biggest hooker of them all. But yeah, I'm very, very, very proud of my son. Very, very proud. He's done really well. Yeah, he's in uni now and just turned 18. And yeah, I won't go into like what he's doing, whatever, but I'm exceptionally proud. He's done so much better than his dad ever did. Yeah, so all the best to him when he's watching this in fucking 20 years' time.
What uni is he at?
I don't know if I want to say, man. You know,
My nephew's at Melbourne.
Oh, is he? Yeah. No, he's not there, but he's in laws and commerce.
Oh, beautiful.
So yeah, he had to get a high score to get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello from your one fan on YouTube. So we've got one person watching on YouTube. 4K non-lost Tom. I don't know what that means. I think 4K is where something. I don't know. He'll thank you one day, Tom. We'll see. My dad was a true cooker. Always followed the crowd. Dumb shit. The penny drops. Laugh. Drinks with your boys. Yeah, Tom. Right. I don't know. I want to kick it off sort of quick with you know what? We'll wait till we get about 100 people on, hopefully. So I'll fucking find something.
Palette cleanser.
I'll find a video to talk about. You know what? there's this guy that I actually sent a link to, who's What's News. You know, the guy that heckled Albanese just recently?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's done it again with the Greens. Watch this. I love this guy.
Hey, because you're in public. You're a volunteer, man. You know how this.
Why are you filming children at a family day?
It's a public event. There's no right to privacy. I'll blur the faces, actually, because I don't like putting kids on camera.
Yeah, it's pretty weird to be filming
Oh,
kids.
here we go. These freaks with the bloody trans flags out in front of kids. Think it's weird for me to be talking to... Get out of here. Elizabeth, can I try one more time to ask you a question? Okay.
So this past weekend, I attended 2 separate Greens events to ask the Greens MP Elizabeth Watson-Brown some questions regarding housing and immigration, particularly in relation to the 1 million public houses they plan on building, despite the fact that the country let in 500,000 immigrants last year alone. Now, as you can expect, it didn't go very well. I basically spent the first day waiting around while a bunch of volunteers told me that Elizabeth would be done speaking to other members of the public, and that once she was done, she would come over to me and answer my questions. Well, after seeing that Elizabeth then went to the barbecue to hang around, I realised that I wasn't going to get the chance unless I went up to her. So I did that, and this is how it all played out.
So is Elizabeth still here?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Oh, okay. Would you know where she is?
Yeah.
Could you tell?
I don't think you're here for, good reasons.
I'm sorry, I said general. I'm not going to have a go at it. I'm just going to ask her a question about housing.
Yeah, okay. Well, when she's finished with the chat she's had,
Yeah.
I'll let her know that you're here, okay?
It's a public event, I mean.
Yeah. She's having a chat with someone at the moment, someone who's disabled. So
okay.
she's in the middle of something. I'll let her know you're here when
Okay.
when she's done with that.
Okay.
What's your name?
Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
Who are you with?
This is independent.
Independent. Like, are you here on your own as a
Yeah,
citizen?
Yeah, pretty much.
You're not here with the group?
No, I'm here with one mate. I've got a private platform I do with politics. We interview politicians from different kind of organisations and parties. So
Right.
I'm not with any party or anything.
Do you have like a handle? Like,
Yeah. What's news?
What? Sorry?
What's news?
What's news?
Yeah. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, sorry to interrupt you. I just had a quick question. Mainly about housing and raising the high density housing as opposed. I'm allowed to talk to a politician. Okay. Yeah. I'm not making a scene. I'm just asking a question.
Yeah, but she's not here.
So yeah, not great, but determined to ask my question, and seeing that the next event was even closer than the first one, I thought I would come back the next day and try my luck again. Before we get into that, I'd just like to point out how weird it is that a political, family-friendly Easter event has blatant trans flags right before the candidates' names on their marquees. And what's even weirder than that is when I got home to edit the video, I looked through all of Elizabeth Watson's social media posts. They do their best to hide the fact that they are putting those flags on the marquees, I swear. Here's some pictures. You won't find a single one online. Anyway, on to the next day. So the next day, after requesting several times to ask my question in a nice way, and getting rejected and having Elizabeth walk off from me, I decided, you know what, I'm just going to go up to this lady and ask my question and be done with it.
Oh yeah, Elizabeth. Good, thanks. Do you mind if I ask a question I was meaning to ask yesterday? It's actually like a relevant question in regards to like architecture and housing development. It's a very quick question, I swear. Why is she advocating for building 1 million homes and then we're bringing in 500,000 immigrants per year? It's public. You don't need a consent. There's no expectation for privacy in public. If you're a volunteer, you don't want to be in camera, then walk away. Simple. I'm just going to ask a question really quickly and then go. It's not about you. But I'm just wondering, you guys are advocating for building 1 million homes when we're bringing in. You can't touch me, mate. Don't get my way. This guy here trying to get my way. And so we're just wondering, you guys we're bringing in about 500,000 immigrants per year. So do you think 1 million homes is going to do anything? So here we go. She's pretty much just running away, and then she's guarding up behind a bunch of bodyguards. So that's how it goes. Okay, you'll be on camera.
For our family fun day?
Something like that. Okay.
Yeah, you're here to have a good time?
Yeah, you stand in front of me and try to bark me the other way, so it's not really fun. When people do that to you, is it?
I don't know. I mean, what are you here for? Are you here for the family fun day? Do you have kids here?
I'm going to ask a question to a politician.
I think there's other ways to do that.
How you doing?
Good, thanks.
How's your day been?
Not bad.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Coming for a sausage?
Yeah, I'm allowed to talk where I want, thanks.
Why are you filming me?
Hey, because you're in public. You're a volunteer, man. You know how this.
Why are you filming children at a family day?
It's a public event. There's no right to privacy. I'll blur the faces, actually, because I don't like putting kids on camera.
Yeah, it's pretty weird to be filming
Oh,
kids.
here we go.
public.
These freaks with the bloody trans flags out in front of kids. Think it's weird for me to be talking to... Get out of here. Elizabeth, can I try one more time to ask you a question? Okay.
Now, after all this was said and done, and I came home and looked at Elizabeth's social media pages, I realized a really funny thing, and that was that Elizabeth has videos of her own doing basically the exact same thing that I was doing, asking strangers questions in public at events that are not political at all.
What we're talking about is taxing the billionaires, and if we tax them only 10% of their wealth, it would absolutely pay for reducing your HECS.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Joe Overenick is based.
That's my husband. We were all babies, and I'm in the doorway there. This is when, in the inner west of Brisbane, students could actually afford to rent.
It's going to be a fucking... it's going to be a fucking angry night tonight. We'll lighten up. I've got to... is this racist? How fucking bad is that? We'll go racist. That'll fucking be the comedy part of the show. I've got I've got a cop watch, so we're going to bag the coppers. And what's the other one that I've done? Oh, stupid archive. But they'll probably get you angry as well. So it's the fucking angry night. It's the angry night. Oh, Robin, yes. Sorry, Robin tried to call me, but I had my phone upstairs, and I've got to check. Fucking didn't charge properly, and I'm like, you know what really pisses me off as well, and I've talked about this on the podcast before. Why the fuck do I need, I'm logging into StreamYard, and then it asks me, it's to acknowledge the fucking message that is sent to my phone to make sure who I am. Like, if I've got the password, I shouldn't fucking have to. And this is a way that, gee, just the conspiracy theorist in me, that our phones are on us all the time, so we're getting tracked, and they know where the fuck we are at all times. If you've got the password, that should be fucking it.
Yeah, well, that's why their phones don't have removable batteries anymore.
Oh yeah,
you can't turn them
I
off.
never even thought of that. Yeah.
All phones, all manufacturers of all phones at the same time went, we're not having removable batteries in our phones anymore, and that way they can track you. Whether you turn it off or not means shit. Whether it's flat, they can still track you.
They're still
They're still listening, still watching, still tracking. So
sorry, Mark McDonald, Tom. Kelly just did a live asking if anyone in the Brisbane area has a space to park Florence for a while. So if anyone in the Brisbane area has a space to park Florence, which is the bus, by the way, really good doco that I watched with Bill. We had Bill on last week, who's the mechanic basically for Florence. He's doing a great job. And I was just thinking about him today because I had to have the brakes done on my Mitsubishi Outlander. And I think they're going to quote me like I've got the bushes and the diff to fucking do on the Mitsubishi Outlander, and it's going to cost me like $1,600. So I'm thinking about just getting into your car. Yeah. I'm thinking about maybe doing a bit of Ubering as well for a bit of extra cash.
You're going to need a decent car.
Yeah. So I think it's a 10-year. It's got to be 10 years old, the car.
Maximum.
Might be 5 years. Yeah. So I'll probably get a 5-year car. I'll get a lease. So I'm going to talk to my mate Jules, that you met. Yeah. And we're going to ask him about it because that's what he's doing. And there's another mate of mine, Andre, who does the same thing.
Novated lease.
Yeah. So, because it's just, you're better off than just fucking getting a new car on the lease every fucking second year or every year.
Someone was telling me they've got a novated. It's expensive, but it comes with a fuel card. So you don't pay for fuel, you don't pay for insurance, you don't pay for registration, you don't pay for servicing, but they're paying like
that's
$2,000
what Jules told me.
Yeah,
that's
$2,000
what
a month.
So you just got to make sure that you make $500. Fuck, that's quite a bit. $500 every week.
Yeah.
So you just about got to do it full time.
Yeah, just to cover.
So one of the boys said he basically makes that on the weekend. So you got to fucking work every weekend.
Yeah, well, you're doing that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm basically doing security, fucking doing that, and basically, not making as much of that, or just about, but fuck, I've got to work 12 hours for it, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
that's
what they'd be doing.
Yeah.
Your Friday, Saturday.
Chris, contact Kelly on Michael Griffith interviews through Messenger Gold Coast. It's still okay. It's only an hour away from Brisbane. Yeah, so hopefully we can help out Kelly, who needs to park Florence the bus. All right, we got 100 people. We got 101 people. So I think I'll do the intro.
Cool.
And we'll just take it from there. So
Sweet.
This is an update on what's been happening with Michael.
So we'll go from here and see what happens.
Fuck. This is a stupid. And this is what we're going over to. We're just going to use Cafe Lockout StreamYard. I talked about this last week. I'm not paying. It's fucking $820 now. That's like, I don't know. I haven't converted that, but fuck, that's probably $1,600 or something like that. 1,500. Not fucking paying that. So we're all going to fucking share the StreamYard for Cafe Lockdown.
Sweet.
So, all right, let me try again.
All right.
Between our community and the hospitals.
Yep. Sorry, wrong one.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this world? What have they done to us? What did they do to us?
You know how much? You know how much I'm going to do with the deficit this year? You know how much I'm going to do with the deficit this year? I'm going to do with the deficit this year? How much I'm going to do with the deficit? $1,500,000,000. How much I'm going to do with the deficit this year? I'm going to do with the deficit this year? How much I'm going to do with the deficit? How much I'm going to do with the deficit this year? I'm going to do with the deficit this year? How much I'm going to do with the deficit this year? How much I'm going to do with the deficit this year?
Hi everybody, I want to say first off thanks for all the people who wish me well, and it's been really quite overwhelming. I'm just sitting here in this hospital bed and I'm actually enjoying writing, so there's a lot of writing going on Substack because I'm actually really enjoying myself writing. What's happened today, I was supposed to have a angiogram. That's what we're getting paced for, set up for. And it hasn't happened because I told the cardiologist, who was very wonderful, and we had a great discussion, that I'm not going to go on statins and anti-cholesterol medication for the rest of my life. They said you'd have to do it for at least a year, and I said, yeah, I'll do it for a year. If you put in a stent, I'd agree to a year, but I'm not going to do the rest of my life. For reasons that are personal to me and my family and stuff like this. What I said was, if things will be as they're meant to be. I don't want to be a cripple all my life. I don't want to be an invalid all my life. I like living hard and fast. I've had these heart issues that have come now. I've actually been suffering from them for quite a while now, for several months. And that's why I've been working hard, trying to get what I feel is my work, my passion, out and done. Of course, now it's caught up with me and I've stopped. And so we'll go from here and see what happens. But I just don't want to be a pharmaceutical junkie. I really don't. If my time's up, my time's up. That's what I prefer to do. I know that's not everybody's choice, and I'm not judging anybody else, but that's my choice. So as soon as we get out here, I'll start exercising, maybe other things like that, and see what happens. So, but I've got to stay here because they're having a decision tonight or tomorrow whether they'll do an angiogram to just do a diagnosis to find out what's wrong. So they're having a discussion about that. But like I said, all the nurses, all the doctors, everyone, the cleaners, everyone has been wonderful in both hospitals. It's been really lovely, and all the feedback coming through from everyone else, from all of you, has been overwhelmingly wonderful. I'm completely moved by the outpouring of affection from people and the support. And so here I am. So I won't be doing any shows for a period, I reckon, and so we'll see what happens. I was actually going to do this, but I think Dr. William Bay has stirred up a hornet's nest or something, so I'm just rectifying that I'm fully alive, and if you want to see what I'm doing, probably find it on Substack or something like that. Take care.
Yeah. So that was the first update that we had, and he was like, I'm going to try and bring the microphone. A few people said that I've got sound issues, so I'll try my best to fix it just by getting the microphone closer. But yeah, that was the first one. A few people have said there's a follow-up, which I will be playing. But he also talked about Dr. William Bay, and there's a few people that messaged me as well, and they said, you know, what's up with Dr. William Bay? Is he just trying to? Because a lot of people thought that that Dr. William Bay was just scaremongering people, because he was, to put it into context, and I have not seen the video, so I could be completely wrong, but I don't think I am. Michael is of the same belief as well. And basically, Dr. William Bay is on a plane and he's in tears about what's happened with Michael. And he's just saying that Michael is going to basically, you know, leave a legacy, and, you know, what he's done is just so important. And there's a lot of, you can't hear what he's saying. So I'd love some feedback anyway, because I have not seen the video, and Dr. William Bay took it down. And Michael seems to be quite lighthearted about it as well. The way that I've taken it is people just thought, I don't know, they just, you know, we've had the same thing here on the show as well, going, are you guys fucking CCP fucking spies or whatever? I think Dr. William Bay just had a moment, and he did it at the wrong time. He's in the plane, he's talking about Michael, and Michael has had a fucking heart attack, and he's talking about it, and he's teary-eyed, blah, 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 and a lot of people thought that Michael was at death's bed, which at that time, Michael just said that it's a light heart attack, he's fine, blah, blah, blah. I gave the trolls a good roost in a video last night. Yep, good, Jay. Yeah, so I think it was just taken out of context. I did actually message Dr. William Bay on X. I don't know if he got the message, because I'd love him to just come on this show, but, you know, some people don't want to come on this show because we swear too much and fucking, yeah, which is fair enough. I mean, I don't give a fuck. But I totally understand it. I mean, we're just fucking three fucking white Caucasian fucking bogans. And sometimes I understand. We just, you know, we had that conversation ages ago. All right, we want to be taken serious when we said you were getting too inebriated on the fucking show. Our intervention order, and then I got fucking pissed on Bailey's the week after, like a teenager, because I hadn't eaten. So it's like, well, let's just be ourselves, and that's why people watch the fucking show anyway. But anyway, now I'm just gonna. So we've got some not too great news. So that's why I said it's sort of the angry show tonight. But there's a follow-up now to Michael's condition. So I'll put that up.
Suspicious of them after we... Hi everybody, this is not the most auspicious place I've done videos from. I'm in a toilet because it's the only place I can get privacy First off, I just want to say the reason I hadn't done anything about my pain was because of the division between our community and the hospitals. A lot of us are very suspicious of them after we were treated in bad times. But I just want to say that the people in both hospitals I've been to have been tremendously wonderful, really caring, slaves to their compassion. It actually makes me feel really sad that we forced so many of them, or we didn't, but they were forced to partake in something they didn't want to take. And if you mention it, which I don't much, but when it gets mentioned, they're really still hurt by that. But they themselves are beautiful. They just love caring. The male nurses, the female nurses, the doctors. It's quite tremendous. It's quite tremendous. I don't think there's any reason to be scared of the people. Maybe Big Pharma in the system above is the person that's shaking the bottle, but they're the black ants, we're the red ants, and I don't think we have anything to fear from each other, to be honest. Which would be wonderful if we could start the healing process. That's the real discovery for me. Now I went in today to get a stent. I didn't want to take statins, which started a conversation. But when I went in for the angiogram, I felt $100 million in malpractice as I was on, but I found out that all my arteries are really damaged, and I need to have a triple bypass. And so that'll be happening ASAP. I guess we'll go from there, but I really wanted to help in this election because I really feel it's we need to get our freedom senators in there, but I don't know how much use I'm going to be, but there's other fighters out there, so they'll keep going, and but I'm probably going to have some time off, but I feel good, I feel strong. It's just another battle, and you have moved me beyond measure by the outpouring of love, and to all the haters, well, keep wishing, you might just get what you want. But it'd be nice if just for one fucking day we took a day off from hate, because it's so beneath who we are as Australians. Anyway, stay strong, keep going, I'll keep you updated, and I apologise for not being a part of the fight, but I will be in spirit, and I will keep writing, because I can't stop being an idiot. Take care.
So yeah, I love how he just puts the let's all love each other, even with the trolls and whatever. Let's put the hate aside. That's just fucking
must be a very humbling experience for him.
Yeah. I think he's been going hard.
Yeah, facing your mortality is a hard thing to do.
Yeah. I think he's been going hard for a long time. Costa, if you're there, I hope you are. But yeah, he made a good point. He's moved fucking from Newport, like around me, to all the way to Greece, because he said it's just fucking shit in this country. He said, he goes, it's great what Michael's been doing, and he's a machine. And he's a fucking machine. Like, fucking nearly every night he's on and doing like 1 hour, 2 hour interviews. And I mean, he's got to score those interviews. He's got to do a little bit of a background check at the very least, or do some fucking, background work. So yeah, a little bit of research. There's quite a bit of fucking time sometimes that I've spent, especially with Nick Patterson, and when we had Wookchan on, just finding the fucking right videos. There's like a fucking whole day involved in it. So, I mean, he's doing it every day, so he's become more and more experienced. And Costa said, well, it's good what you guys are doing. You just guys do one big show a week. But, I mean, we're both fucking, Wayne's working fucking full time. He's doing like fucking 60 hours. I'm doing at least fucking 40 hours a fucking week. So yeah. Oh, here he is, Costa Gerard.
Yeah.
There you are. I don't even know if that's That's not your last name anyway. But all the way from Greece. All the way from Greece. We've got two people. We've got my mate Kyriakos, who's Gary, who has to do security with. He watches like every fucking week. But I actually forgot to send him a link this week. So yeah. Someone said, I don't know if I'll get a chance to look up how serious it is. Very serious, a triple bypass. Do you know anything about it?
Yeah. No, I know it's a very evasive surgery.
Yeah.
But, if you're opening up someone's chest cavity and exposing their heart, it's a major surgery.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. So yeah, look. I mean, by the way, he's overwhelmed with he's happy with all the comments that people have messaged him and so on. So I don't know. I think that's obviously it's a good thing because the human spirit, with all those comments, that's going to lift him up. So if you just want to message him, it's encouraging. Yeah, obviously.
But and give him his space too. Don't try and bust in on him in the hospital or anything.
Yeah, that's correct.
He will need his space and he will need time to recover, and he'll let you know if he needs anything. So
yeah, because I mean, those two videos just show the caliber of the person that Michael is. He's just fucking overwhelmed with, and I think he's found his calling, and that's why he can't stop. He doesn't fucking have breaks. And I know that, I'm on the phone to him, been on the phone to him nearly every second or third day, chatting to him about something or other, or he wants my feedback on something. But yeah, he doesn't stop. And I think
he needs to slow down.
Yeah, he needs to slow down. But I think that's the problem. He's found his calling in life, and he just doesn't want to slow down. It's a hard call, man. It's a hard call. I don't think, if I just found something that, I mean, I'm enjoying this. I was always a big freedom fighter right from the start, and I feel like I'm doing something, like a little bit. But you know what? I have fucking times where I'm just like, am I chipping away? Am I doing anything at all? And then I think what keeps me going is I can't remember. I'm really sorry. I can't remember who it was. And maybe you don't even want your name mentioned. But somebody said to me and messaged me last week, and they said, "You have kept me sane in this insane times. I've been watching WTF and Cafe Lockdown since you guys started." So yeah, that's sort of it keeps you pushing, You're like, it's not about fucking it's not about the money. What fucking money? and remind me losing money. And remind me, I'll push. See, I haven't even fucking got anything ready. I'll push the fucking coasters. The coasters are fucking really good. Alex.
Yeah.
Alex, he actually, I gave him 2 of the coasters, and he goes, "I'm really surprised." He goes, "I'm using them all the time because they sort of look a bit flimsy." He goes, "But they're basically waterproof. They don't fucking break." You still got, like, I'm using them all the time here as well.
I sent mine to New Zealand.
Oh, did you? You know what?
Yeah.
Actually, where's... here it is. You know what? I'm actually not using it right now. There you go. WTF live coasters. Indestructible. Proven to be indestructible. So I'm using it right now.
Yeah.
There you go.
My ones went across the ditch with Joe's friends when they came over the other week.
Oh, really?
They loved them, so they took them home with them.
Fucking excellent. All right, I'll bring a few more over, and we'll order a few more from Adrian. Yeah, fucking crazy Adrian. if you want some coasters for your business or whatever, or just fucking order some WTF live squad right from him. But WTF in a WTF world at gmail.com.au. Or is it there? Anyway, I'll try and bring it up. I can't even fucking remember what the fucking email is. But yeah, send me a message, and yeah, we'll take it from there. And I think $5 for the coasters and the key ring. It fucks my keys. Yeah, I don't know where they are. I'll fucking.
And hence why we don't make any money.
And we promised t-shirts for fucking 2 years. We still haven't done that.
And you just sprouted an email that you can't remember.
I'll bring it up later. I promise. My microphone is a lot better now. I don't know. Maybe because I'm holding it so close. I don't know. I'll fix that next week. And if you believe me, yeah, I've got a vaccine to sell you.
Yeah. That's it.
All right. What have we got? We got some serious. That was pretty serious.
Yeah, let's lighten the mood.
I'll lighten the mood. All right, hang on. I've got a few. Before we lighten the mood, there's a video that if you like animals, maybe fucking disappear for the next fucking 10 minutes. But you and I are both dog lovers.
Yeah.
And this fucking pissed me off to fucking no belief. Oh, where the fuck is it? Maybe it's probably a good idea. I know what it is. It's under trigger videos. I've got a folder now. So, and this is one of those videos I should not be playing. And like I just said, and I'm being serious because I was fucking angry, but I'm like, this fucking has to be shown. I think it's in the UK. But if you love dogs, if you love animals, go have a coffee, fucking have a drink, whatever. So we're going to talk about this for 10 minutes.
Look, there's... Did it again.
This is so shit. I don't know why they did this. And then they want another 120 US. Fuckers. Like, we didn't have this problem before. Anyway, here it is.
Look, there's me bitch, boys. Yeah? I'm going to the RSPCA from here. This is the guy from our cat. I appreciate he's not been the one looking after this dog, but Cambridgeshire police are taking these dogs. They've had my bitch 6 weeks, officer. Have you not?
I've got no idea how long.
My little girl's dog. Look at her face. Get your dog out the car, my baby, and show everybody how Cambridgeshire have brought your dog back. Come and get your dog out this car. Get your dog. Get your dog. Bring it. Put the lead round her. Put the lead round her, Miguel. Put it back through the handle. We're going to the RSPCA now. Get hold of your dog. Look how the police have sent my daughter's dog back. Look at that.
That's fucking disgraceful.
All right. Did that finish playing? What happened then?
Just froze.
Oh, did it?
But yeah, that was disgraceful.
I got kicked out for some reason. I got kicked out. Is my audio any better?
Yeah,
when
it
I
is.
got kicked back into the audio. Yeah. Sorry, guys. All right. Let's try that again. Let's try the video again.
Look, there's me bitch, boys. Yeah? I'm going to the RSPCA from here. This is the guy from our cat. I appreciate he's not been the one looking after this dog, but Cambridgeshire Police are taking these dogs. They've had my bitch 6 weeks, officer. Have you not?
I've got no idea how long.
My little girl's dog. Look at her face. Get your dog out of the car, my baby, and show everybody. How Cambridgeshire have brought your dog back. Come and get your dog out of this car. Get your dog. Get your dog. Put the lead round her. Put the lead round her, Miguel. Put it back through the handle. We're going to the RSPCA now. Get hold of your dog. Look how the police have sent my daughter's dog back. Look at that. Dying. Not been fed. Not been fed, officer. Not been fed. You tell Sergeant Flavel that keeps taking these dogs, look at the state of them. Here, mate. Look here. That's me hand. The dog's back is not as wide as me hand. It's dying. Look at it. Do you honestly think that's right? I'm going to the RSPCA, right? I promise you, I'm going to the newspaper. Look at my daughter's dog. Look at her face crying. Look at her dog. It's dying. That dog was full of muscle when it left. In pristine condition. Shining. It looks half dead. It needs putting down, it's that thin. This is a disgrace.
Yeah, because you and I are both dog lovers, man. That fucking tore me, man.
I'd be in there for more than 6 weeks after they brought the dog back like that.
Yeah.
Someone would be losing teeth.
It reminds me fucking many, many years ago. I left first to go to Germany. I think I was 25 or something. And then my parents left after me. And they put my cat into a cattery, and then I went and picked it up. I think it was after nearly 2 months or so. Yeah, 2 months, quite a bit. And I went and picked it up, and same sort of shit. And I think it caught AIDS there. You know, the cat AIDS that they had. And I was like, and they wanted, I think it was an extra 2 or 3 weeks, and I fucking lost my shit. Like, I'm surprised because I'm like, you know what? Like, when you're just, is this real? It was that sort of fucking what I got presented to. I'm like, I'm not paying for this. I go, what have you fucking done? This cat is sick. This cat looks like it's about to fucking die. So, and he was just fucking distraught, and it wasn't the same cat after that ever again. And they had him in a small fucking cage, and I'm thinking, you know, typical fucking German parents. I mean, I love my parents to death, but it's like, why didn't? And you know what? You've probably chosen it, fucking, you know, on Yellow Pages or fucking whatever back then, and then dropped the cat off and not had a proper look at what the cattery was like. It was just fucking filthy, man. And I'm like, this is like, I said I was going to, you know what? And I'm the same. I said, I'm going to report you guys to the RSPCA. And I never did either. But
it's like all the times that I went away with dude, we'd pay someone $400 a week to stay in the house and look after him. It was cheaper than going to the bloody dog pound.
Yeah.
At least you know the dog's not going to fret. It's, you know what I mean? It's at home.
Yep. Yeah. Like, I'd never do that again. Never do that again. Like my kids and wife are at Wilson's Promontory at the moment. So because I was working yesterday all day, the dogs were with the sister-in-law. So and there's another dog there as well. So they're having an awesome time. They're having a grand time while I'm fucking. The house is too fucking quiet. But yeah.
We're
talking cats. Man. Yes, we were, Alex. Yeah. So I had a cat and then it passed away. I think something like two years later. It was just never the same after that.
Well, nice to hear that your cars lasted that long, Sam.
What is it? Our car is 16 euros. What the fuck's that got to do with anything?
I don't think it's cat. It's definitely cat.
Oh, fuck. I think I've had a few too many Jack Daniels. I didn't fucking catch on straight away. Fuck me. All right. Let's do the cop watch.
No problem.
Let's do cop
maintain
watch.
the rage.
Yeah, maintain the rage. Cop watch. Oh, wrong one. Oh, maybe not.
Make sure you get rid of the last one.
Fuck yeah. Fuck this shit. I don't understand. Why did they fuck it up? And then they want another 120 US.
Conversations between yourself. Apparently, you have alleged. We weren't here, so I don't know you said it. But you've alleged to say, speak English. What's that? Speak clearly. Speak clearly.
No, the gentleman's partially deaf.
Yeah, okay. Speak clearly. Yeah.
So I couldn't even hear him.
No, and that's fine, and that's why we've just come to speak, because potentially someone could perceive that as a hate crime.
Yo, you said he fell. Keep it a boy. You ain't punch. He just. So why you say y'all punched him? What you mean he fell? Why you walking up on me? Why you walking up on me? He knocking shit on my head. Why you doing all that? Why you doing all that for? Yeah. Look, his officer grabbing. He just stepped on the blunt. Why he just did all of that? What? Oh, he just punched him. Oh, what's your badge number? Oh, what's your badge number? Oh my God, what's your badge number? Yo, he's getting a report. Look at him just standing there looking crazy. He look like he don't know what to do. That's a report. Come on, you know you're not supposed to touch him like that. Why you touching me like that? That's nothing. You don't gotta touch me. Why you touching me? I don't know why you touching me for.
At a post office in Fortitude Valley, an exchange which appears innocent enough. A parcel meant for the local police station is picked up, but although this man is dressed like a detective, he isn't, and he's just walked away with a deadly weapon. Police documents obtained exclusively by 7 News reveal a Glock 22 semi-automatic handgun and keys to the Fortitude Valley police station were inside that parcel. It had been sent in the mail to Brisbane from colleagues in Townsville, arriving in early October 2023, but spent almost a month awaiting collection. It took police 35 days to flag the firearm as missing.
I think there's a real lack of accountability, and they need to be actually setting an example, and something like this is quite embarrassing for them.
The gun was later located at a unit in East Brisbane, and the 48-year-old man who collected it cautioned, not charged, for unlawful possession of a weapon. Police reports show he wasn't asked to sign for the parcel or show ID at the post office, despite not being connected to the QPS. He wasn't charged with stealing.
It's an absolute folly. I mean, the person is as guilty as Ned Kelly. I mean, he needs to be locked up. It does look like there's a little bit more underneath the surface to be looked at.
The Queensland Police Service says the weapon was sent using registered mail from Townsville to the Valley because of an officer transfer. Security experts are critical of the process.
We suddenly make our mail trucks and our mail employees, Australia Post employees, targets for robbery. The Queensland Police Commissioner needs to order a review into the safe distribution of firearms around Queensland.
Australia Post says the staff member who handed the parcel over should have checked for ID, but insists police sent the weapon via parcel post, not registered mail, meaning the restricted item wasn't permitted in the first place and a signature wasn't required. Police Minister Dan Purdy was contacted for comment but refused, while the Queensland Police Service declined to acknowledge if the incident was reviewed internally or prompted changes to QPS processes. How the man became aware of the parcel's existence remains unclear.
Liam Bland joins me in the studio now. Liam, this is an extraordinary story. Was this an inside job by Australia Post?
Katrina, it's another question which has gone unanswered, and that's because Australia Post did not order a specific internal review into the incident. Late today, the Queensland Police Service updated its statement, admitting it did use parcel post and not the more secure registered post. We've asked police why and if that's been investigated, as well as why it took a month for officers to even realise the weapon hadn't arrived. We can confirm the Ethical Standards Command is involved. Katrina, its investigation is ongoing.
All right, thank you, Liam.
South 15.
Look, there are any number of groups out there, and if you just did a Google search on 5G, anti-vaxxers, anti-mask, look, the tinfoil hat wearing brigade are alive and well out there in our community, and they're taking every opportunity to leverage the current situation to serve their own ridiculous notions about so-called sovereign citizens, about constitutional issues, and about how 5G is going to kill your grandkids. I mean, it's just crazy. It's crazy nonsense.
Yeah, so just get your... I did actually put in that little video how the cops do have a hard time at the end there. Like some of the cops who seem to be doing their job. Obviously diversity there with the female copper getting pounded by the Indian guy. I think he's Indian. I'm allowed to say Indian because it's my show. And I don't give a fuck because we're all a little bit racist. Or as has been proven in the past of the show, I'm probably the only racist one on the show.
Oh, Joe doesn't know in the background that she's on the internet. You're on the internet.
Get her to come on. Get her to jump on.
Yeah, you got no pants on.
Look what's I mean, it is fucking I don't know how much you were talking to Joe while we were fucking watching that. I would have thought any firearms being sent by mail would be flagged. My mind is boggling. It is. I watched this fucking thing and I'm like, it's a fucking firearm that you think would have been transported by the cops. That's what I thought would happen. They would fucking transport it themselves. No, they fucking sent it through the mail. Wouldn't that be flagged by Australia Post as well?
You'd hope so. It's a firearm.
It's a fucking firearm going through. The fucking Australia Post has got no fucking implementation to fucking... So you can just send fucking firearms through the fucking post.
No comment.
I mean, no comment. I don't answer questions. I don't answer questions. You know what this reminds me of? When we were fucking talking about that copper, ex-federal copper, who, what did he get done for? I think it was 2,000 grams. 2,000 grams of meth. And then the story gets even worse because he got off because they couldn't prove, even though it was in possession, that he was trafficking. And then I think Wayne,
if it was anyone else,
looked it up. Yeah. Wayne looked it up.
Anyone else would have been...
You would have been fucked, but Wayne looked it up, and it's like I think it was 3.5 grams. If I'm not, if I'm correct, I think he looked it up, and it was 3.5 grams. That gets you done for trafficking. So this guy has got 2,000 grams of meth, and not only that, he just got off because they raided a drug dealer and they got a hard drive, and then they discovered that I think it was $3 million worth of Bitcoin had gone missing. And then they because they thought, they transferred it before they raided the fucking drug dealer, and then they realised he had it. But he's like, I don't know where that went. I don't know where the fuck that went to. And I'm like, this is fucking nuts. How the fuck has this ex-federal copper not been convicted for? It's just fucking beyond belief, man. I will never forget that story. 2,000 grams of meth, and they can't prove that he's
$3 million of Bitcoin.
And $3 million worth of Bitcoin, and they're like, well, we can't prove. I mean, are they all in on it? I don't give a fuck. Like, will I get done for defamation about this? But it's just so fucking absurd that if you and I are fucking having a good time and fucking, getting on it, and we've bought like between us fucking 3.5 grams of fucking speed or fucking coke, we're going to be fucked. This guy's got 2,000. He's a federal copper who's supposed to be he's supposed to be more upstanding than any of us because he's in the job that he is. And they're like, we can't prove that he's trafficking. Get fucked. Seriously, get fucked.
I'm pretty confident he lives in the Dominican Republic now. Somewhere that has no extradition laws.
Yeah. I'm like, this is the fucking absurd fucking world that we fucking live in nowadays.
Yeah.
Hey, actually, I got fucking still on the serious fucking note. We sort of, as serious as fucking we can be. The fucking banks.
Oh, our favourite.
Fucking banks. Listen to this. Oh, I got to remove. Hang on.
This is one of those uncomfortable stuff-ups. It involves Westpac. Just a bit of a reminder. Do you remember Tim, who was blowing up at Westpac because they wouldn't give him access to his own money?
It's a bank. You've got my money. I'd like my money.
We're not going to be able to facilitate this payment if you're not forthcoming and honest with us.
It's astonishing to me, this government overreach.
I'm still incredibly concerned that you're not able to give me a clear answer.
I want to invest in what I want to invest in. I want to do what I want with my money.
I feel as though you were trying to tiptoe around the answers and just simply tell me what you think I want to hear.
They ended up freezing Tim's account, and because he couldn't access his own money, he missed out on a profit from a potential investment. Well, now we have the update. Tim has now received a message from Westpac, but it was not meant for him. Have a listen.
Tim, it's calling from Westpac. I just wanted to ring and say I'm really sorry about that experience you had having your call played on the radio. I just want to let you know I couldn't be prouder of you and the work you're doing, and I thought you handled the call brilliantly. So I just wanted to say thank you, and I'm sorry that you had that experience.
Oh, it's one of those classic we've called the wrong number situations. So that's Westpac trying to call the Westpac staff member, but instead they've sent the message to the Westpac customer. The CEO of Westpac is Anthony Miller.
Well, Ben, that mistake where you send a text to the wrong person or the email to the wrong person, and unfortunately that happened on this instance. On behalf of the bank, I apologise to Tim. Occasionally we get it wrong.
And that's it.
What are your thoughts on that? Like, sometimes we just get it wrong. We just bagged the customer and basically said, you handle it really well. Fucking telling him he
can't have his money.
They're just fucking us. Like, I'm fucking. This is the angry show tonight. I'm like, I think there's a few fucking things going on in my life, but I'm just fucking looking at this. Fucking Michael has fucking got me a bit fucking. The situation with Michael as well got me a bit distraught. I'd say, not distraught, but I'm like, fuck. We're all going to fucking pass away. And a few people have pointed out he could live till he's 80. He's probably going to fucking live longer than me. There's a lot of people that fucking have a triple bypass. I sometimes think the hard life that I've lived, I probably should have been dead fucking 10 years ago anyway. But, yeah, it's...
the banks are another one that have to realise that they work for us. It's our money.
Yeah. You know what? I should have had that video ready to go, but I'm not going to go have a fucking look for it. We've played it before anyway. But if you haven't seen it, you can look it up, where they basically prank the banks and they go, I want to take fucking $10,000 out. And they ask, what do you want it for? And he goes,
anal bleaching.
Yeah, anal bleaching. Summer days is coming up, so anal bleaching. And then they keep going to all the fucking banks. And they go, listen, just Coke. I'm getting a fucking...
Cocaine's expensive, he says.
Yeah, and hookers, and she's like, I don't really need to know that. And he goes, oh, well, you asked. Oh, and the other one was a sex change. I'm getting a sex change, and and they're like, they get really disturbed by it, but it's like, I know this is handed down from the fucking banks, but how about you just fucking refuse to? Who needs to know? You can just fucking go. I asked, and they said they wanted for a new car. That's it. Like, it's none of the fucking bank's business what you do with your fucking money. And so what? You know what? If you want to spend it on coke and hookers, what are they going to do? Are they going to fucking go, well, I'm against, or the bank is against that, so we can't give you that if you're going to spend it against coke and hookers. Like, okay. Fucking coke is illegal, but if you just say hookers, that's still legal, isn't it?
Yeah, your swearing's excessive tonight, apparently.
Oh, well, it is the WTF show. Did that come up? Did it? Yeah. Sorry, guys. But it is the WTF show. You know what you just signed up for. Power tripping cunts, Johanna. Yep.
Oh God.
You know what? I've got this other video, which is about the banks as well.
Oh, great.
And this is just it's just going to be an angry show. You're just going to leave angry after this show.
Now in Santander Bank, right?
What do you
Did
do?
the same thing again. Sorry.
I'm coming to the bank to withdraw £2,500. Are you going to let me? I've got £11,500 in my account. Are you going to let me? Are you going to let me have the money or not? Hello. Are you going to let me have the money or not? Huh?
I can't remove that restriction that's on there.
You can't remove this restriction. You can't remove the restriction. Okay. After your colleague told me I'm a liar. Yeah. So your colleague told me I'm a liar yesterday. I've come in to withdraw £2,500. Yeah. And you're not going to let me have my money today. Is that right?
Right. You can still use your card.
I'm not. Answer the question, please. Yeah. I can still use my card. Are you going to let me withdraw £2,500 from my account today? Yes or no? In the branch.
And what is the £2,500 for, Mr. Jackson?
Buying a motorbike for my son.
Right, okay, so have you got any evidence of the motorbike?
No, I haven't got any evidence of a motorbike at all, no, I haven't got it, because I don't know what one I'm getting yet.
Okay, so if you don't know what you're getting, how do you know how much you need?
Because I've got a budget of £2,500 for the motorbike, so that's why I want to withdraw £2,500 from my account today.
Right,
yes.
So when you find the bike for your son, if you can show us some evidence of that.
So you're not. So I need to show you evidence. So I need to show you evidence. I'm doing it. No. Really?
You can't film me without my permission, sir. You cannot film me.
So you're not going to give me the money, no?
I'm going to hang up this immediately.
Absolute joke, this place. Absolute joke. You're an absolute joke, this place. Won't let me draw out my money. It's a fucking joke.
So I had because I shared it on fucking, I think, I am swearing too much tonight. It's all the Jack Daniels that I've had.
I blame Jack.
Yeah, I'll blame Jack. But I shared it on fucking Facebook or whatever, and I can't remember who, so I'm really sorry. Fuck, I've got so many messages and shit and emails and whatever. You got to play this on the show. You got to play that. And I some of them are like half hour or 2 hour fucking things to watch. And I do try and get through a lot, but I mean, this week's just been,
I know.
all over
I know
the
if
shop
that was
anyway.
if that was me, I would be going, okay, I'm closing my account immediately.
Yeah.
And I
Yep.
want a bank check
Yeah.
for my money right now.
Yeah. But one person, I'm trying to remember who it was, but they said to me, we need to slowly start withdrawing our money. I mean, I'm not saying to do that, but it is a good idea. You just need to make sure that you fucking hide it really well. If you do get broken into. But I reckon cash is still king, and it's more prominent than fucking ever. I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago. You're fucked anyway if we have a fucking nuclear fucking World War III. Fucking, you're going to be bartering. Cash is going to be no fucking good. But fucking, I don't think you were on. We had some fuckhead, some video from the European Union, and she said, in case of nuclear fucking war, cash will be good. And these are the people that have been telling you get rid of cash, but cash won't be any good. It's going to be fucking bartering. You're going to be bartering for fucking tuna cans or fucking someone fucking doing a job for you. Not fucking.
That's 10 in a sentence. You said fucking 10 times in the one sentence.
I don't even realize I'm fucking doing it. Ah, there you go. I don't even realize I'm doing it anymore. You need a joint, Tom. No, you need 3. Mellow out, man. Yeah. I've hit. I've got a few things happening in the fucking background which I won't talk about, but it's good to fucking let loose on the show, actually.
This is a safe place, Tommy. You can talk however you like.
All right. There's something at the start of the show you were talking about. Something about immigration. What was it you were saying?
I can't remember. That was ages ago.
Yeah, I know. That was like, fuck, we're at 10:15. So that's good. It's been a good show. Best just goes, I'm so pro barter, it's not even funny. Back to basics. That'll force people to use their survival instincts and basic logic. Just saying. Yeah.
Well, it's like in my area that a lot of the shops will have 5% discount for cash.
Yeah.
All around my area.
I think it's coming back more and more. They've tried to get rid of it, but I think, when we had the fucking Optus shutdown and a couple of other things where you couldn't use credit card. Yeah, it's made people realize that. I think there's a lot of people hoarding fucking cash.
Yeah, well, when was the last time you saw a fucking $100 note?
Last week, actually.
Yeah, I haven't seen one for a while.
Yeah, but it is pretty hard.
Yeah,
there's a lot of All right, what other videos have I got? Should we just go straight into fucking
everybody's favorite?
Is this racist? Or should we just do top stories? I'll have a look at. I've got a little folder called Top Stories, which I hardly ever fucking play. Fuck, they're old now. Oh, actually, I did want to play this because Mel Gibson, who was put in charge of the fires, basically, in LA, he talked about how he got a message basically saying he's on the phone, but I didn't know that they actually filmed it when he got fucking informed, and he was with Russell Brand. Watch this. Oh, fuck.
Which really stood out to me, Treasure, and that was the line that electricity...
Got the wrong one. Very professional on this show.
That's it.
As always.
No, we are fucking professional.
House is burning down.
You know the pressure that we're getting from home. Don't let
my house is burning down.
You know the pressure that we're getting from home with a collaboration of State and Anthem, I'm going to need it, which is coming from all cousins.
You can trust me. If I tell you that I was at Mar-a-Lago and Mel Gibson leaned over and went, "My house is burning down," you might think he's making it up. He's a lunatic. There's the actual video evidence.
That's pretty fucking nuts, actually.
Yeah.
But you know what I actually love?
He goes,
like,
"In Australia?"
obviously, they're talking about the LA fires and everything, and Russell Brand doesn't catch on. That's a bit of a nuff moment. I mean, I've had those on the show as well, so I don't want to fucking really
He goes,
have a go.
"In Australia?
Like, what? In Australia? No, the fucking LA fires, dickhead. Fuck, I'm just swearing so much tonight. Fuck. Okay, I'm reading your message, Catherine, but yeah, I'll just keep that to myself. Okay. All right. Yep, no worries. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got. Let's get into Is This Racist straight away, hey?
I think it is. I think it is.
It's time. All right. Here's 6 minutes of fucking racism. Fuck this shit.
Why don't you
All right,
acknowledge my existence? Israeli, okay.
Oh.
I am here. Hello, I'm here. Why don't you acknowledge my existence, huh? Acknowledge.
Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what's happened.
I am here. Hello, I'm here. Why don't you acknowledge my existence, huh? Acknowledge. You're Israeli, right? Come on, people, come on. Is he your friend?
Yes, I'm here.
German?
Yes.
When you say friend?
He means lovers.
Lovers. Yes. Yes, we are lovers. Where'd you guys meet? I'm glad you made it. You went to a German. How did you come together?
Brought him into our camp.
You hear what she said? It was an accident. It was perfect. Someone brought him to my camp. Nice. Then what?
I think we all know.
Yes, very politely you can make a Jew joke. A German guy. He asked you, "Hello, can I make a joke about the Jew?" Come on, just tell you, come to the camp. Was the joke good? Oh, did he buy you beer? Did she also want to tell you a joke? And you were like, "This is very insulting. The only way I could forgive you is if you sucked on these nuts." Girl, no.
This is what you said. I was debating whether to put this on.
ये पाकिस्तानी लड़का बड़ा होकर इंडिया की लड़की के साथ शादी करेगा या फिर तुर्की की लड़की के साथ शादी करेगा? मैं तो भाई मेरी कजन है उसके साथ शादी करनी।
What's good, my niggas? I just opened up a restaurant called McDonald's for real niggas like myself. Get your lazy black asses over here and buy my Fint burger.
This is you.
Jumping straight into Rio. It's the sand. Big boys running these
soccer games. These fat niggas got better footwork than Neymar.
Hoje tem gol do Gordão.
Time to turn up at the favela pool party. Whole community vibing out with the big boys. Fat nigga float with hydraulics, glitter, and cash cannons.
Babe, I can't twerk in these feathers.
Boy got China. Booty got the big boys hypnotized.
I can't even blame you, nigga. She's thick as fuck.
That's right, we in Big Buddha Paradise. Got the snow bunnies some BBL upgrades. Premium cheeks, extra thick and real certified.
These hips don't lie, bitch. They speak Portuguese.
Now we mobbing through the city on these mopeds. Big bellies leaning into turns, tires screaming. Latte thermos in the cup holder. Took the action to the jungle. Zipline course through the Amazon.
Help! My BBL booty is pulling me down.
Passing monkeys, jaguars, capybaras. Yeah, we gonna come back to check the Amazon out for sure. Brazil been blessed by the fat niggas. And trust, this ain't the last time we touch down in the Bunda capital. What should the big boys do on their Amazon rainforest retreat? Drop a comment.
I can't believe this is a real website.
22% of dogs bark because they are racist. So simply spray directly into your racist dog's face and your animal is cured. As you can see, now this once racist dog is now more tolerant and accepting towards people of colour. So by show of hands, who would be interested in this product? And Belinda, can I ask why you might not be interested in this product?
I don't really know.
Is it that you agree with racism or that...
No, I just don't think that dogs are racism.
If I had a dog that was genuinely racist and that would fix it, then yeah, I'd probably buy it, yeah. Depends how racist he was.
So what's the spray meant to do? Is it meant to, like, what, stop them being racism?
Yeah, there's actually a neurotransmitter in the brain, and
Right.
it blocks that neurotransmitter from its racist tendencies.
You got a broken taillight back there. Got you some ID? Oh. What are you reaching for? My ID. All right. Okay. What are you reaching for? The thing you asked me for? Very funny. Registration? You holding a firearm? Are you holding a firearm? Right now?
Where are you headed?
Really? A man of the Lord. You got an APB out on grilled cheese? No matter what I do, no matter how I act, no matter what I wear, you all are still gonna shoot me?
Get down on the ground.
Yeah, that's right. I'm calling in black today.
License and registration, please.
Oh, hello!
Oh, excuse me, ma'am.
Excuse my face. I'm doing a last-minute face mask.
Well, I'm sure you don't need it.
You flirt, I'm married!
Oh, well, lucky man. Well, you drive safe now, all right?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Wait a second.
So much wrong shit.
Yep. And obviously, a few people have not enjoyed the "Is This Racist" segment because I think it was Cherry Pick said, "What the fuck is this shit?" And we've had it on. We're nearly having it on every week, and I tried to explain one night. We're all a little bit racist. Like, you know, Indians are racist against Sri Lankans, fucking Chinese against Japanese, blah, blah, blah. So I basically then got told. And then I basically got told by Richard Ford and by PJ on the night, no, we're not racist. So basically I just got found out to be the only racist. And then I made it even worse. Because Michael Saunders, I think it was, sent a video and says, play this video. And I went, oh, yeah, cool, without vetting it. And it was a funny commercial, you could say, about condoms in Afghanistan and being used on goats, basically. That's all it is. So I look like a real racist motherfucker. Yeah.
And hence why we got banned from YouTube for a year.
Yeah. Yeah, we got done. I think it was 2 weeks or something like that. Like, yeah. Hey, let's see what else we got. Let's try and keep it light for the rest of the half hour. I might stay on a little bit longer after you're gone.
Yeah, well, I might call it quits very shortly.
Yeah, cool, man. All good.
So I've got a big last day tomorrow.
Yep.
And then off to the land of the cane toads.
Oh, actually, fuck, I always forget shit. But Stupid Archives. We haven't had one of these for a long time. Stupid Archives. So going back through, and I want to talk a little bit about the last bit, the last one, because I've been trying to find this. I remember seeing this, I think it was back in 2021, and I'm like, are these fucking guys for real? Like, so I want to talk a little bit about the video that was taken at this pub. But here we go, Stupid Archives. And I fucked up again. Hang on. Oh, is it coming up? What the fuck is going on? Ah!
Because it gives you the sound of
fuck,
the
this is giving me the shit, man. Are you... It's so annoying. Like, why did they change this? I don't fucking understand it. Fuck me. Remove. Okay. Here we go.
Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
Oh.
Are you stupid or something? Stupid is, stupid does, sir. COVID has affected each and every one of us. But now we have a shot to get our lives back to normal.
This is our shot to protect our communities.
This is our shot to keep our borders open.
Our shot to explore the world again.
To welcome friends back to our shores.
Our shot to keep live music alive.
Our shot to keep families safe.
Our shot to keep the crowds coming.
Our shot to keep businesses open and people in jobs.
Our shot to reunite families.
This is our shot to help save lives.
And to bring Australians home.
Our shot to get everyone together for Christmas.
This
is our shot. This is our shot. Our shot. This is our shot.
This is our shot.
I've had my shot.
This is my shot.
This is my shot.
This is my shot. Come on, Australia. Let's get the job done. Start a conversation with your doctor about your shot.
Sorry?
Have you
got an exception?
Yes, I do.
Where is it then?
What do you mean, where is it?
Where is your exemption?
Why has that got anything to do with you?
Show me your exemption.
Why has it got anything to do with
Show
you?
me your exemption.
Why should I show an exemption?
Show me your exemption.
Why are you
'Cause
being
I'm asking
aggressive?
you.
Why are you being aggressive?
I'm asking you.
I'm not obliged to show anyone, let alone you.
Why are you being ignorant?
Fuck off.
Well, how am I being ignorant?
Because you're ignorant.
How are you? How
Why
is
not
this?
ask
And you're
them?
smirking, and you're the
I'm not-
landlady.
I'm not smirking.
And you're smirking.
I'm not. Don't accuse me of smirking.
I just got you on film smirking.
Well, don't record me.
I will record you, and I've just got you on film as well.
Without the...
I don't care. Then do something about it.
One there. You're bad. My mother died through COVID. Now fuck off.
Really?
Okay?
Really?
Now fuck off.
Really?
Yes. Fuck
Really?
off. Fuck off. You can just have my face on there all the
You're
time.
spitting on me.
Good.
You're spitting on me.
Good.
Ronnie, just sit down.
You're stood up now without a mask. Where's your mask?
Come on.
My mask is here.
Well, then why are you standing up spitting on me then?
Come on. Just
Are you not ignorant?
Yeah.
Go on.
Go out.
Go on, touch me.
Go out. Go out.
So if you've got an exemption, right, which I do, no.
Show me your
How is this
exemption.
acceptable? This is all on film, by the way.
Are you stupid or something?
Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
Let's talk about that last bit. We can talk about the TikTok. We've talked about the TikTok nurses. How the fuck were they able to do? If there's such a fucking pandemic, why are we having choreographed fucking dance routines? But that last bit, I've been trying to find that for fucking ages because I remember that in the fucking middle of the pandemic. I'm like, how the fuck can you believe that you're sitting down at a fucking pub? I mean, I guess that's what he's saying. And then he's asking for a exemption for she's come in without a fucking mask. But he believes he's sitting down, so he's okay. Then he gets up in the heat of the fucking moment and then fucking attacks her and spits all over her. It is fucking, it's the stupid archives. Mate, I've been looking for that for fucking ages. I thought it had been taken down, couldn't find it, but it came up in my... What are your thoughts on that, PJ?
That is the most ridiculous thing. No wonder we were all fucking hoodwinked. Fucking...
Yeah.
That's how retarded people are.
Yeah. I lost faith.
You can get up and accost and spit all over someone for not wearing a mask while you're not wearing a mask.
Yeah. And then basically, yeah, you're not wearing the mask. And then you're fucking pulling that out with my mum died of COVID while you're spitting all over the person.
It's because the nurses were outside dancing on a fucking helipad. That's nothing to do with COVID.
It's just so fucking. And then the other one with Scotty from the block. From the block. Fucking. I don't know, man. I'm still these people pushing the fucking jab, and it's still going on now. It just fucking has me perplexed. You know what? I would just go, all right, listen, I was fucking wrong because the jab worked and it hasn't. It has not fucking worked. That's what fucking gets me angry. If it worked and people were just not fucking dying and they fucking didn't transmit, they didn't fucking go to hospital, whatever, then I'd be like, fuck, I'm going to get it. Like, okay, you guys are the fucking proof in the pudding. But no, but that last video has stayed with me for fucking ages, and I've told people about it, and they're like, nah, show it to me. And I'm like, I can't find it. And I knew I fucking watched this thing. And Yeah, just recently it came up this week.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Tips me over.
It's fucking unreal, isn't it? It is fucking unfucking real. Like this. What is? How do you believe that? How I've never understood that. So you can sit down. You know the rules in New South Wales were different, I believe. So in New South Wales, I think they believed the COVID couldn't go high up in the air. This is real. I've got a fucking a psychologist that talked about it and I'll bring it up next week. I've got video of it because I actually filmed.
It can't go up in the air, but it'll stay on a handrail for 2 weeks.
Yeah. So she was talking to her psychologist friend or psychiatrist friend, and she was saying, because COVID doesn't go. So we're standing and we can have drinks, but we can't sit down. While here in Melbourne, it was the other way around. I'll find it for next week. I've got it up on my YouTube. So here in Melbourne, it was the other way around. If you're sitting down, COVID was up in the air, but it's the fucking other way fucking round.
Well, it's been fun, mate, but I can't do any more.
Yeah,
That
cool,
pushed me
man. I
over.
can see you fucking struggling, man. I'm on the JD. I'm going to go for a bit more.
No worries, mate. Well, I'll talk to you tomorrow. And
cool, man.
Look after yourself, brother.
All right, cool, buddy. See you, man.
See you, mate.
Thanks. See ya.
Stop swearing.
I'll try, mate. I'll try. Sorry for the typos. All they have to do is admit they were wrong and we can all move on with our lives. We know that's never going to happen. We saw, what's his name? Chris Como. I'll see if I can get rid of PJ now. Chris Como, he had that debate with David Smith and he could not admit to it. They never will. I mean, they're still pushing the jabs now. Yes, Brad Cuz just goes, that's true, Tom. I'm from New South Wales. So how the fuck does it change from one state to the other? It's fucking nuts. Hey, if anyone wants to come on with me and just, I love bouncing off other people as well. So just, I don't know if you want to put your email in the comments and then I will just send you a link for tonight. For now, I'll go for another half an hour or an hour, half an hour maybe. I think it's been a good show. Sometimes I think it's a bit too much because why do people want to watch when Wayne and I go for 4.5 hours? It's like, but then again, we've got a few people that watch the whole show the next day or next couple of days while they're at work or whatever. So that's very it's very amazing. I'm very humbled from when we did the first show, and I think we had 11 viewers. So it's nearly 2 years. And now tonight we've got 326 viewers. The most we ever had was when we had Rukshan. I think we had 1,700. What a beautiful guy. Humble hero, I called him on that night. And he's a humble hero. Just such a great man. Such a great man. I stuck my head into a chemist and told them they are fucking murdering people. They stood there like statues, dumb fuck. You know what? I wish I would have done that. I wouldn't have said I'm my local chemist, but she actually asked me if I wanted a COVID vaccine. And I regret to this day, because I was going to say 2 of my mates have passed away from this. That's what I should have said. And I didn't say that. And I just said, oh, no, thank you. And I just found out that Guru has cancer as well, because I saw that in the comments. So I didn't know about that. So sending him all my love. I don't know him personally. We've never had him on the show. I think there's going to be some backlash because I think a lot of people are getting sick, and it's not only the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. It's both. and I'm going to sound like a cookie here because I've got a little bit of a theory. I think it's got a lot to do with the shedding. I think a lot of people are getting sick regardless. I've got a good friend of mine. You know who you are if you're watching the show. You usually don't comment, but you watch in the background. And she was paranoid about the shedding. And I thought, it's all shedding. Nah. But I have become more and more of a believer into it. And it was actually the people, the trolls, that were having a go at me right at the start. And they basically confirmed shedding is real. And I thought it was just a random sort of thing here and there, but I think it's quite prominent. So I think a lot of people, regardless, and she was paranoid because I'm not going to live like that. I'm not going to discriminate and try and, like, how are you going to live like that? You're going to try and find out if someone's vaccinated or not, and then you're going to try and avoid them. And I've talked to my son about this because I had a little bit of a chat to him about margarine. And I said, get rid of the margarine. Don't touch the margarine. Just have the butter. And my wife does all the shopping. So I'm not going to interfere in that. But he just said to me, he goes, Dad, he goes, everything's got, like, you can cause cancer now. Like, and it is. It is true. It's pretty much, they've just fucked everything in the food. So if you're not actually at a farm and you're growing your own food, which many of us are not, you've got no choice. You've got to go to the supermarkets and, and I love Wayne, and he gets the time and he goes around to it and he buys organic farm food, whatever, but it's all more expensive. And then on top of that, who's got time? I don't have time to go to a farmer's market and buy organic food. First 20 minutes, no audio, laugh. Jan Murphy. Is that us? WTF? Because we had feedback. Yeah, shedding is real. We had feedback. We had comments, and so I know, but so must be, I don't know where you were watching. Me too, Jan. Sorry, guys, if you had no... I can't believe you're still watching then. If you had no sound for 20 minutes. Fuck. All right. No wonder we didn't have the usual numbers that we usually have. While we're talking about that, let's bring up this video from RFK Jr. And I can't find it. All right, while I look for it, let's bring up Nando's Cash. This video. I'm quite sure. Oh, no. Is it going to come up? I've got the circle going round and round. Yes, shedding is real, Jay. Yep. Tom, people have been getting cancer and having heart problems for a long time. Yeah, so, sorry guys, I thought that was actually going to be the news story, but it's about, and this happened a couple of months ago, I believe, but a guy was turned away, because we've been talking about cash, and a guy was turned away from Nando's because he wanted to pay cash, and they said, no. So I believe he stole the car and went back, and before that he spray painted the car and said, no cash here, which is a reference to no cash from Chopper, and said, and just drove through the in Footscray, because a mate of mine who lives in Footscray, told me the story as well, but I had known about it earlier. I'm just going to go through some of the comments. Yep, butter all the way. Yep, totally. Which Wayne has always talked about that. One of his friends back in the day, he was made aware of, butter because he was at a recording studio and he brought margarine back to the recording studio, and the guy who owned the audio studio grabbed the margarine and threw it in the bin and goes, "Don't fucking eat that shit." So he was made to go back and get butter. Shedding is real, but it dissipates after you avoid the vaxxed. Problem is, some are loved ones. Well, that's the problem. I'm not going to go into I'm not going to not go out into the world and not go out into the world and do what a lot of people did and basically hide away from society. And because I'm scared, I don't know. Tom, what is your YouTube channel called? I can't find it. Let me find it for you. I think it's the WTF channel. Let me have a look. And I'll see if I can get a link up for you. It is called What the F in a WTF World. So let me put that up in the comments section. So it's What the F in a WTF World. I would have preferred to just have it the WTF channel, but obviously a lot of people have already claimed that. Here we go. It's that one. What the F in a WTF World. I'm going to try and go back through some of the comments. Any vaccine will give you what it is supposed to prevent you from getting. I talked about that as well, because you're supposed to get a mild dose of influenza, COVID, whatever. So you're getting it anyway, instead of avoiding it. And you should just be naturally getting it. And we've got high instances of influenza at the moment, which to me makes no sense at all. Someone sent me something. Let me have a look if I can bring it up. I won't, because I don't want to disclose who they are, but I'll go through as I'm bringing it up. I've got to go through one of the other places I get my messages. Let's have a look. And they've got a good point with the influenza problem at the moment. Those idiots at Nando's have a sign that they are part of the New World Order. That's why they ain't accepting cash. I'm not sure what the actual sign is that you're referring to, Jay. So I'm just going to read it out because I don't want to bring anything up on the screen. Here we go. Oh, maybe I haven't. Oh, it hasn't gone through. Okay, maybe it was sent somewhere else. And you know what? This person sent me this. This is a bit of a light-hearted thing, but I love it because we've been talking about dogs and we had the video that I should not have screened at the start. So I will play this because it'll, for all of us dog lovers, you love this. Of course, I've got to remove this shit again. All right.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales, meant for someone else but not for me. Love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. And then I saw her face. I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. The more I gave, the less I got. Oh yeah. What's the use of trying? All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain. And then I saw her face. I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. What's the use of trying? All you get is pain. When I wanted sunshine, I got rain. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. Now I'm a believer. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now I'm a believer. Now I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind.
Gotta say, dogs are the best. Bill, I just saw your message. So send me an email at WTF in a WTF world at gmail.com, and I'll send you a link to come on the show for a bit. We won't keep it too long, but yeah, I'm a bit sloshed. I'm looking pretty good for the amount of Jack Daniels that I've had. So let me log in here. Sorry guys, it's hard multitasking because I'm only a male. Oh, fuck. Hopefully I can get in because the phone was pretty low and I need the fucking phone, as I said at the start of the show, to fucking log in. Like, how shit is that? I mean, you've got to have the password. Oh, fuck. Why is it not? It's not even letting me in with the password. Oh, yeah, it's going, it's moving. And now I've got to get a code for the fucking phone. How shit is that? Oh, okay. I've got your I got your message anyway, Bill. So I will send you. I wonder if I can do this through here. Sorry, guys. We'll get another person on. We'll get Bill on. How the fuck are you guys going to stay this? All right. So this is hilarious. All right. So I'm sending it to your phone, Bill. But I'm sending it to your email as well. Oh, fuck me. Put the code in. Hang on. Oh, fuck this. Where's the fucking code? This is so frustrating. Can you feel my frustration? Fuck. It was just sent to... Oh, it was sent to my other Gmail. Jesus Christ. It's such a fuck around, isn't it? Oh. I think I've got... Have I got Bill?
Yeah, hello.
Hey, how you going, man? How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm a little bit sloshed, man. I'm a little bit sloshed. I've got to say, by the way, I watched Fort Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good show by very good documentary by Michael. Because I'm a filmmaker as well, I'd tune it up a little bit. I'd introduce all three of you guys at the one, but it had me engaged, and I sent you guys a couple of messages. Especially we've been talking me and PJ. PJ's a hard man. He's seen some action. So have I through the security, fucking in my days, 15 years of that, and then we just break down with fucking dogs and cats. And your mate Roscoe, it just animals just kill you, man. I've just made a real bond with the two dogs that I've got that I sent you a message with. I sent you a couple of photos, and they're like my surrogate kids now, because my kids are like 18 and 16. And they're not kids anymore. They're young adults, but they're like my kids now. I've got to fucking look after them and protect them. And I just had a big scare fucking 2-3 weeks ago where the little one, she's only 11 months old, but she had a scare with a big, what are they called? Canoodle. And the dog chased her like 3 streets down when I had her at the Oval. And I had to go chase them, but the dog ran all the way home. So she's pretty smart for only being 11 months old, and ran all the way home for protection. And the kids heard her squealing out the front, and they came out the front to protect her. But apparently that canoodle has got a bad reputation. But I'm like, I don't know. I had him. We've got him. PJ and I have both got a mate, and his pit bull went next door to the neighbours just recently, and jumped in the crack between the fence and had a go at the Roddy next door. And believe it or not, and we've got, I don't know if I can find the pictures. Maybe not, probably not good to show the pictures, but he lost his thumb because he got in between and grabbed his pit bull trying to stop the fight. And the Roddy, it wasn't his dog, it was the Roddy. The Roddy took his thumb off. So he sent us some pictures, but he didn't take it any further. Like, the dog could have been put down, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I got a young mate, the same deal. He's got a pit bull cross staffy and another staffy he's had for a long time, and they started fighting over a bone or something stupid, and he tried to get in between and got his hand stewed up. And then another friend, he had a dog just turn up out of the bush and start attacking his dog, and he's picked his dog up and threw it in his 4-wheel drive, and then the dogs attacked him and lashed onto his foot, and ended up having to go to hospital over that. But get stitched up, and then dog bites are terrible things. They get infected.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, they're not good. We actually have a bit of a wild dog problem here. Like you've seen in
Oh,
the
yeah?
documentary. Yeah, we've got a lot of bush around us, and there's packs of sort of dingoes, cross dogs, and a lot of like hunting dogs as well. Young blokes go out hunting, pig hunting, and that out here. There's a lot of pigs as well, and they don't come back. They just go. They just leave and go back to Sydney, and these dogs just end up roaming wild. And I've had a couple of my dogs. One came back. I thought I used to chase kangaroos, so you'd never get near them. And I thought one day he must have cornered one and it's ripped into him. I took him into the vet, and the vet's gone, he's got 120 bite wounds down his back legs.
Fuck.
And, so he was pretty much ripped up by the dogs, and they ripped him a new bum nearly. But anyway, he was lucky he held up all right from that. But yeah, it's pretty heavy dog fighting. I'm not. Don't get your hands in there. I've seen a few people get torn up by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth. The dogs actually come out of it a lot better than you'd think. There has to be a few of them, and they make a lot of noise. But yeah, I wouldn't get your hands in there by any means.
You lose a thumb. You lose a thumb. Like, he literally lost a thumb. So from what I know, because he's more PJ's mate than my mate. I don't think it got sewn back on. It was just they couldn't sew it back on.
Wow.
Yeah, poor bugger.
Well, I've got very friendly dogs. I've got a nice Labrador and a Great Dane cross Mastiff, and they're both big sooks and love cuddles. And I haven't got a vicious male. The old girl, she's the Mastiff cross Dane. She gets a bit grumpy, but that's only when someone gets affection over her.
Yeah.
Or I pat another dog. She comes home, she smells them on me. She gets very jealous.
Oh, I'll see if I can bring it up. I'll have a look later. But you've seen my dogs that I sent you. They're like, they're just they're two Maltese Shih Tzus. They would not harm a fly. The 11-month-old, she's a little shit because she goes running after joggers and shit sometimes, and he yaps at them and nips at them. But I mean, there's no bite. There's no real biting, But she actually just gets scared. So she tries to show that she's tough, but it's not a good thing, and I'm trying to get her out of that. Hey, but actually, on a different sort of thing, have you talked to Michael at all?
I've been texting him. I spoke to him a couple of days ago. We've been texting a few times a day. He seems in very good spirits. He's taking it on pretty seriously. I actually had to go in at the beginning of the year. I had a problem with I had a perforated bowel, and I had to go in. So I had to go in for a colonoscopy yesterday, which was great fun.
Oh, yeah. Yep. They always are. Yeah. You enjoyed
it? Well, actually, what they give you to empty yourself, that was the most unenjoyable part. And then they knock you out. So anyway, Michael was having a bit of fun with that. But, it's good old Aussie larrikin spirit. We're hassling each other for being in hospital. But, we need this. And I actually said to Michael, it's not like we've ever said the hospitals were bad. It was just the vaccination and more the way it was rolled out. I've heard Michael say plenty of times, you're welcome to take it. It's just don't force it on everyone, which was basically the whole mentality of it. So I found that the trolls pretty funny, especially Dr. Dan Crayon Rider. He's hilarious, man, with all his bullshit. I love how he professes to know everything, but never puts a link up for anything. He just says Google it, and then bags everyone. Where did you Google that? How'd you get where you get your information off the internet? And then he tells everyone, I got my information off the internet. I'm like, Michael hasn't. He doesn't take any of that to heart.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll ever. I'm just trying to get a bit closer to my modem. It's a bit. Yeah, I don't think he'll ever change his work ethic. I commented tonight. He's probably the hardest working bloke I've ever met.
Yeah.
He does, when he's here, he's here for a couple of weeks trying to have a break, and he was working, I don't know how many hours a night, 10, day, 14 hours plus. He'd be up at 5 a.m. and he'd be still going at 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, still going, writing something or editing something or, writing a story or, it's like. And then I think the thing that really takes his toll on him was people coming up with all the, horror stories that we've all heard and know about.
Yeah.
But they're just, people need to offload it. And I think, he's the listening ear that, I think it's hard to let go of things like that. You take a lot of that on board. So if anything was stressing him, it was probably that, and more people that didn't want to air it and film it. I think that.
Yeah, so someone messaged me just recently. Fuck, I should fucking write down all these things and have a little Word document. But they said, great job what you and Michael are doing, especially Michael, and what he should do. And I said this to Michael as well. Just make sure that everything is archived, like offline as well. Because, I had a cyber attack. I could just be paranoid. And I didn't lose anything, but I did lose 800 subscribers. They just fucking deleted the channel. But everything on Rumble was still online. But it took me probably half a day to put everything back up again. I had to tick everything and put it back up. But then I started off with no subscribers again, with Rumble, you need to have 1,000 subscribers before you make any money off it. So I'm like, fuck, I was that close. But it's never been about the money anyway. But it's like, it's nice to get a little bit of cash. I nearly got a little bit of cash off YouTube once. I finally hit that mark. Which was I had to have 1,000 subscribers and so many views and whatever, and they said you've got $45 coming to you this week, and I'm like, fuck, I'm making $45. I'm like, yoo-hoo! And then they gave me a strike and they took the $45 away.
It cost you $50,
And I'm like, are you guys serious? So I don't know how they can do that. They give me $45, then they give me a strike. I think it was, is this racist, or I fucked up, because I try not to put anything vaccine related on YouTube because they automatically take it down. So it could have been, I can't remember. It was so long ago. It was a year or something, year and a half, 2 years ago maybe. Yeah.
That was on YouTube?
Yeah, on YouTube. Yep.
Yeah, because I quite like this guy on YouTube, his channel. He does a lot of adventure writing. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this light right. He does a lot of adventure writing, and his channel's he's lost as fuck, and he just gets on a bike and rides and goes down all these really wild roads. But if he smokes a cigarette or drinks, he goes, I won't get paid. I don't care. And fuck it, man. And he's quite funny, a real sort of Aussie larrikin. But yeah, same deal. Like, he won't get paid for, he said, I'll lose 3 episodes over this or something. But so they got it pretty much stitched up to.
Yeah, so it's very hard to make any money out of YouTube. You've got to keep it very wholesome and whatever they want, and people making stupid pranks and so on. But anything like, you want to debate about the it won't Well, it happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
But
Victoria's kind of
Michael's very grateful. Back to that, he was very grateful about everyone, all the messages, and he's sort of blown away by all the support. There's probably half a dozen people writing shit down, and I actually noticed they attacked Dr. Miley more than Michael.
What's that?
Oh, they attacked Dr. Miley. She put some comments down on one of his ones.
Oh, really?
Asking the cardiologist, and Dan and another lady, I don't know, it might have been Dan's alternate persona. But he, and then there's another couple, and they're all going, she should be reinvestigated and all this stuff. And and then that's when Jay Hendricks got on and just fucking sprayed them all, which I found quite funny. He let loose really well. But he and I thought, he was right. Jay was right. Start trolling someone that's having a heart attack.
Yeah. I thought, his two videos were really great where he's just say, how about we just stop hating and just fucking some empathy, man. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, I experienced it right from the start, like you're just a cooker, this and that, because I was actually surprised because I started promoting, the illegal protests, and there were friends of mine that just said, you're irresponsible. And I'm like, wow, I didn't expect this from you guys, because I'm like, we're all getting shut down for fucking what? Because my thing was, there's not people fucking, if I had people dropping left, right, center on me, I'd be going, fuck, this is really serious. But it wasn't. And those fucking Chinese fucking videos look fake as shit. And then when it was happening with us, we weren't fucking, there weren't people lying on the ground like, fuck, it was just people getting like flu-like symptoms. And I'm like, are you guys serious? And especially, I mean, one of the big calls was, for me, was we had to have the vaccines at work for traffic control. And one of the guys had a heart attack the next day. And there were like 5 people that had to go to hospital for like hallucinations, a whole lot of other shit. That's like fucking 5 people. Like when it all happened, because everyone had to get vaccinated. And the big one was the guy had a heart attack the next day. And I contacted him and I said, listen, I just want to know, did you have the Pfizer or the Astra? Because I was still considering what I was going to do, because you were put in an awkward place. And in the end, I decided, I'm going to ride it out. And this guy just said to me, look, he goes, I had the Pfizer, but it wasn't that because the doctors told me it's my smoking. And I'm like, yeah, but I go, I go, but that's a bit of a coincidence, man. I believe maybe the smoking could have had something to do with it, because it's the comorbidities, whatever. Like, so your health isn't that great. So you have the vaccine, and then it just fucking the comorbidities just fucking shine through, like bang. All at once you've been smoking for fucking 30 years, and you get this vaccine, and bang, all at once you fucking have a heart attack. It exasperates it. So, I don't know what to.
I just think, but to me, I just got to keep, like I said on the documentary, I don't like to try and dwell on the negatives too much. I try and otherwise you just manifest shit. So I'd much prefer to think of the positive things. I've got friends now. They might recognise me. I've been on the show a bit, but I could walk past a lot of them on the street and I wouldn't know who they are. But I've spoken to a lot. There's Anna Costa. She's on here tonight. She's down in Victoria, and Jan Murphy and a few, and they're great. They're all fantastic support. And the friendships and the amount of people I'm friends with on Facebook. I had quite a small group of friends. And then I
Yeah.
lost a few during COVID through my some of the things
Didn't
I
we
put up.
all?
And now I've got like 10 times more, and I feel like the people I know now I can rely on, and
Yeah.
it's it's a genuine thing. It's not a. I think it might be a bit of that war camaraderie thing where we're all, we've been through stress, and now
Yeah.
we're sort of in the post-traumatic stress stage, so everyone sort of relies on each other to help them through. Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
it's one of the real silver linings out of the whole COVID thing is the all the people that we've met and seen. I think it's great. I really do. I think I don't know, the 832 gatherings we held the other couple of weeks ago. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
The amount of people and the positive energy. It was. No, it wasn't a patch on Canberra, but it was really good still. It was,
Yeah, I wish I could have made that, but I think it wouldn't have done my marriage any good if yeah if
I
if
just went. I knew I
yeah
had to go. I couldn't
yeah
not stay. I seen what Michael put up, and there was a few other things that went up. I mean, Harvey Yemeni and a few other people put some posts up. I was just
yeah
trolling, looking for anything that was out there,
yeah
sing it up, and then just seeing all the people going there. I think Hoodie put the thing up. I'm like, no, I'm going. And went for breakfast before the march, and then John Larder and Hoodie walked into where the cafe we're in. It was like, well,
oh
sat
yeah
there next to us, we went and had a chat.
yeah yeah I do have regrets not going. I remember also the shrine. I remember Richard Ford. Like I saw the video where Richard Ford was getting interviewed, and he sort of teared up, and he really wanted to go and make it to the shrine. I've got that same thing. I think I was working, or it could have been the one. There was two that I really wanted to go to: the shrine, and the one where the poor lady, the 70-year-old, got pushed
Oh,
down by the cops.
that
And I
was
think one of them I was working, and another one I couldn't make it through the barriers that they created. So I was trying to, the coppers were closing all the streets down, and you had to show your driver's ID. It just sounds so fucking. It sounds so East Germany, doesn't it? So they had fucking barricades, and they had to. They asked every person that was coming up to the barricades to show where their driver's license for proof of where they lived. It's just fucking insane. So, I mean, the protests were getting bigger and bigger. Basically, they had the Westgate Bridge. I didn't make that one either. I was at the CFMEU one. That was pretty interesting. That was full on. But yeah, the Westgate Bridge. I would have liked to have been there as well. But yeah, I had to work as well, and I knew I was saving up basically because I wasn't going to take the jab. So I was working as much as I could and
trying to
trying for
get
the
as much as you could together to
yeah
weather the
yeah
storm, so to speak.
yeah
Yeah. Well,
yeah because
this
it got
CMFEU, I was just like, so it was so typical of the CMFEU. This shirt I'm wearing, actually, this company was shut down by the CMFEU because the boss, there was 200 odd blokes doing demolition company in Sydney, and the
yeah
CMFEU just had the head of the CMFEU that's been in the news. I can't even think of his name. He's a little
John
weasel.
Setgar.
Yeah, covered in tats and that, and
Yeah
they're all bikies. They all turn up on Harleys and just
yeah
full standover shit. Anyway, they ended up they wanted him to do a enterprise. No, what did it work? No, was it enterprise
EBA
EBA? Yeah,
Enterprise Bargain Agreement. Yeah
yeah, and they wanted him to use their one, but there was something in it that wasn't passed through Parliament, the New
oh
South
yeah
Wales Parliament. And my boss kept saying, "Oh, it's not legal yet, mate." Anyway, so then they stirred all the workers up. So they're all going, "We want an EBA." So he just went and got, maybe it was Masters Builders or someone's EBA, everyone come together. They were happy to sign it.
Yeah.
And and then that was it, mate. They got us kicked out of every job site except for Sydney Airport, because the AFP is one time the police actually did their job, told them to piss off. We had a trench all seeded off and marked off. We found asbestos. It was the old international airport, and we found asbestos in it. And then these two CMFEU guys come on, and one of them, it's all on camera, they pulled out and seeded the trench with some asbestos, and then they're pointing at it going, there's asbestos in there. And it was like, the builder goes, of course there is, mate. That's why there's an asbestos sign. What are you doing in there? Piss off, get out. And then they tried to shut the job site down, saying it was dangerous. But yeah, they're just clowns, mate. That's just standover thug in my book. Put 200 blokes out of work.
Yeah. There's that footage of, I don't know if I can find it or not, but the footage of the CFMEU guy, and he's beating that woman.
Yeah.
I'll have a quick look if I can find it. I thought I actually downloaded it. Oh, what the hell is this? CFMEU. No.
Well, even that one you were at, Tom, and they're all in there, and they're saying they let the protesters let smoke bombs off, and they actually discharged the fire extinguishers inside the foyer there. Another guy down there, and then the police came down, pushed everyone back, all the people protesting out the front, and then they all came out with baseball bats and that behind the police. It was like,
I was there, so I can give a bit of clarity to what happened there. Like I was 100 right there, right at the front. What happened was, and this has never made any sense to me. Someone actually said, and I'm trying to remember what their explanation for it was, but all at once you've got a bunch of tradies. There's about 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 maybe of us out the front, and we wanted Setgar to march to Parliament with us. So Setgar was talking out the front, I think, when I rocked up on a megaphone, but then he just fucked off and went inside. One of my friends actually said, guess what? This was after about 8 hours of being out the front and asking for Setgar to come out and lead us to the march. And someone said, guess what? Setgar's on the fucking radio. And he's saying that the workers have been infiltrated by Nazis and hooligans out the front. Now, I think it was Bill fucking Shorten as well. And he said, he goes, the only reason, I mean, this is how convoluted the whole plot is. Bill Shorten said, he goes, the workers, the tradies were infiltrated by professional troublemakers who dressed up as tradies. Now, you got to think about this. Like, getting tradie gear is going to cost you at least $200, $300. Like work boots, fucking high-vis vests, whatever. So if you're a professional troublemaker, you're just going to fucking rock up. You're not going to fucking go buy shit. You're just going to rock up and go, all right, let's start some trouble. So I told the guy who was on the megaphone outside, I said to him, listen, one of my friends just told me that Setgar's on the radio and he's saying that we've been infiltrated by Nazis. And that's what he said on the radio. You know what? It'd be good if I can find the actual that radio conversation. So he was on radio, and that's when it sort of kicked off a little bit, because, sorry, I sort of digress, but an hour before that, all at once, there's all these stubbies going around. Like, someone bought fucking a heap of stubbies, beer stubbies. And I mean, that's not a good idea with tradies. You know what I mean? So you've got these you've got these fucking labourers, workers, construction workers. You've got all these fucking you got pizzas and you got stubbies going around, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is not like, who's paying for this? It won't be the CFMEU. So, but they were bikies 100% out the front, because I asked one of my friends, I go, what the fuck are all the bikies doing there? And we already knew anyway, like, because the reason I asked was, are they on our side or are they on the side of the union? You know, because they were out the front, but obviously there was a bit of what's the word? A bit of conflict, because obviously some of the construction workers were mates with them, because the bikies are on the construction sites as well. But anyway, after 8 hours, it kicked off with someone just said, times, I always remember this, and I'm sure it'll be on Rukshan's video. I'd love to go back through that as well. And someone just went, right, time's up, and fucking threw a plastic water bottle and threw it at the front door of the CFMEU. So you could say after 8 hours, people just had enough, and it's the wrong thing to do. I don't condone it, but people had enough, and someone kicked it off with a fucking plastic water bottle. So where the fuck did all of these glass bottles, stubbies come from that have been passed around? Who the fuck bought? Like, there would have been hundreds of fucking stubbies, and then all at once, everyone just joined in, and the glass bottles got thrown at the fucking front door, and the bikies retreated inside. So I understand I've got to give them, they got the extinguisher and fucking tried to fucking get the people to back off. But I didn't see any baseball bats, but I did see bottles getting thrown and bricks by them. I've got it on video with the brick. There's a guy next to me gets hit, and I've played it on the show before, but it's the codec doesn't come through good here, so I've got to transfer it onto a different
format.
A different format, and I'm sure it'll play better. But every time I've played it, and I didn't realize, because on my side it looks all right, but then when I bring it back, when I look back at it, it's just shit for some reason and very pixelated. But it plays fine on my side, so I'm sure I can transfer it so it'll look good. Yeah, but they were throwing bricks, and they had knuckle dusters as well. I didn't see any baseball bats, but exactly what you said, they walked in line with the cops, the Victorian Police Force, who were in riot gear, and I've got footage and photo of that as well, and they're walking together as they're confronting us. And look, there was bottles and shit being thrown on both sides. There was nothing thrown at police. It was being thrown at the bikies, but the bikies were full on throwing bricks and bottles. And there was one young guy that was just getting pounded on the floor by a big Maori dude as well. So it was full on. And it's what really gets to me to this day is how the cops did not say, like, if it was you or I, they would go, get the fuck away. Go inside. This has got nothing to do. We're handling this now. But the coppers never did that. The coppers, and I remember, like, I was screaming it as well. A lot of us were shouting out, you're not fucking with old grannies now. You're not fucking with grannies now. And it was. There's footage, and I'll find that as well.
There was, I remember it was Rukshan or someone, and there was a couple of tradies going, turn around, mate. They're behind you. They're the crooks. They're behind you. Yeah. And look at them. They're armed. Because I remember they had pipes, so they had some form of weapon. And I
wouldn't be surprised if pipes were there. Maybe there was a baseball bat that I didn't see.
I remember they had something in their hand, some sort of like satin type thing. But yeah, it was disgusting. But like you said, I'm like, how are the cops letting them be behind them armed? You know, like that. Anyway, But that
Yeah.
was, that was in the height of all the madness and the insanity that was pursuing, I suppose. Maybe the cops liked having the bikies behind them for backup for once, because they weren't facing grandmas, they were facing.
Yeah.
And then what was that? The next day or the next 2 days after that, the shrine happened and no tradies turned up.
Yeah, that was pretty disappointing because they were shouting out every day, and there's a few guys that did do every day, and they stood their ground. So it's not, but the majority of tradies just fucking gave up after 3 days. They had the Westgate Bridge, and then I think it was the third day. The coppers came out in full force with armored trucks and so on. It's just like, it's fucking madness if you think about it. If the coppers really believed that this was all about COVID, like wouldn't they really be fucking shitting themselves and going, I don't want to touch anyone at the moment because I'm going to fucking die of this fucking virus? And it's just power. People get power hungry. And it's like, I've watched documentaries on East Germany, because my background is German as well. And I've watched that, and it's like, how the fuck, after World War II, did the Stasi become, the secret police? And they basically enforced what the Russians, they enforced communism, which wasn't, and it basically happened overnight. They split fucking Germany in half. And you know what? Like, because I've always looked into history with World War II. Why did the fucking Germans just fucking
Exactly.
go, the Jews are bad, but we don't have to question that anymore because look what we've seen. Look what we've seen in the last fucking 5 years. It can just happen overnight. You just blame someone for all that is happening in your world, and all you got to do is go back to World War II, and some of the stuff is actually horrific because they basically, Jews were looked up on as what was it, that they were that they carried lice and parasites. So if you got near them, that you would be infected as well.
Wow.
Yeah, it's that sort of shit, and people forget that. And it's like, it's the same thing now. It's the unvaccinated. If they are how stupid does it even sound? How did people still believe this shit? Because it's, my vaccine won't work if you don't get yours.
Yeah. I actually had this chat the other day. Someone was telling me about just childhood vaccines, and they're going, "Oh, but if people stop taking it, or they're going to make all the kids sick." And I'm going, "But if they're vaccinated, how can you be sick?"
Yeah.
Anyway, I didn't.
Yeah,
you got to pick the battles and all this stuff. I don't understand it. But.
Yeah, I'm not a big believer in vaccines anymore, especially after I watched the movie Vaxxed. I've tried to get a couple of my friends to watch it, but they're like, nah, I'm not watching that. I'm like, the movie Vaxxed, I remember back, I think in 2016, I think it came out, and it was playing at a local cinema, but they had protests or something and people threatening, and they took it down. And I wasn't really that interested. I was going to go see it because I wanted to know what all the fuss about it was, because I wasn't an anti-vaxxer back then, but I was just interested in the movie. And it turns out I went and watched it at the Melbourne Underground Film Festival. I think it was 2023 or something. And it's not what you think. It's not an anti-vax movie. It is a movie how it's a documentary about the links to autism and how all the statistics showed that the, what is it, mRNA or MRR vaccine?
MMR or something.
So it's whatever the vaccine, because it used to be a vaccine where you get a shot for a certain, you'd get measles, shot for the measles or whatever. But then what they did was they put fucking a shot for 3 different things into the one, which is mRN or whatever. I'll watch the video again. I've been wanting to get some clips from Vaxxed and screen it on the night, but the movie is more about how the FDA and the CDC actually started shredding papers on the statistics and covered up the links to autism. That's what the documentary is about. It's not being about anti-vax, because the guy that actually exposes it, he basically says, he goes, I'm not against vaccines, which I am. I'm just an anti-vaxxer now. But he basically says he's exposing it, like he's exposing the CDC, the FDA, and we all know now, you know, a lot of the people in the FDA who approve the vaccines and so on, that they end up getting jobs at the vaccine fucking manufacturers later on after approving deadly vaccines.
Yeah, it's the golden escalator, like all our politicians do, selling out resources,
Yeah.
and then they quit and get a job with that company that they just gave away billions of dollars worth of gas or coal or whatever.
Yeah. And then they charge us a fucking fortune for it.
Yeah.
Yes, Anna Costa. Yeah, you've got to watch Vaxxed, and you can watch it on Rumble. Yeah,
I
you
just
can
got to
watch
grab
it
my
for-
charger. Tom. Hang on.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. All right, what have we got? 11:41. So we'll go 3 hours. We'll go for another 20 minutes. I'll try. Yes, MMR. Thank you, Lisa. Yes, MMR. Measles, mumps, rubella. That's what I was trying to think of. So, yeah, if you didn't hear that, Bill, yeah, MMR.
Yeah.
Measles, mumps, rubella. And that's what was in the documentary. So that's why they call it MMR. Measles, mumps, rubella. Totally right, Lisa. Thanks. So, yeah. Life is like a box of chocolates, because you never know what you're going to get next. Yep. It's been. And mRNA, which is strangely similar to NMRA, and I'm sus on that connection. Yep. So there's a lot. All right. Maybe I will try. Fuck, I'm behind in the comments. I didn't realize I was that far behind. Imagine your own Aussie saying to you, "You're not welcome here. Fuck off." That's what they were doing in Canberra to us. Hey, Madison Fox, and this was one of PJ's videos. She's trying to get more supporters, but PJ sent me this. I've got this little folder now, which is called PJ's Corner. And he sent me this, but I'm pretty sure I've played
There's
this
some gems
before.
in there.
There is, mate. There is. There is. Welcome to country. So this is pretty, yeah. I love this. Madison Fox.
Asked by an older couple what my thoughts are on the welcome to country. Well, we didn't grow up with smoking everybody and anybody. That didn't work like that. That whole idea and that principle was about for family entering lands that we haven't been before, or our country, but we just haven't been there for a long time. So it's a welcoming, hey, you know, we're here and we're passing through, or it's been a while since we've been here, but we're here and we acknowledge the dead. That's what it is. So this whole welcome to country, that was made up by what we call the people in the Purple Circle group. They all fucking know all fuck all. Those monsters. I don't think it should be a national thing. It's a private matter. It's a personal matter. And doing it for thousands of people at the same time, I reckon it's bullshit. I didn't agree with it when it came out, and nor did my family, and we don't agree with it now. So I never turn up for anything that has welcome to country. If it's a one-on-one or family to family, I'll do it, but otherwise I'm not interested in doing it as a collective. Everything about it is wrong, but they'll try and make it out that that's normal. That's not normal. And I grew up in the community. I didn't grow up in a big city. I grew up in the community of Forest River Mission, Umbulgari. So I know what smoking ceremony is and what it's about. But it's turned into a money-making scheme, and the true value of it is not what it is today. you're forcing it's like forcing someone's religion onto you. You don't force anything onto anyone. You either want to be a part of it because you want to be a part of it, and you're invited as a guest, but not to make money out of that.
Yeah, I'm guessing you've already seen her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's great. She's just so down to earth. I love that she's Indigenous. I love that, like we were fucking made out to be racist because we questioned what is this voice? I don't know what, I'm just assuming here that you said no.
Yeah,
Or
as
did you
did
say?
everyone around here did
Yeah.
up in the Rollins Plains area, and we've got we've got a couple of Aboriginal mobs up this way.
Yeah.
But it actually. I remember when my kids were going to schools around here, and they'd acknowledge, leaders of their community, elders, past and present, which I thought was good. But now it's morphed into this, this whole, and that, I understand.
Charade. It's a charade.
It was Ernie Dingo and another person that did it.
Started it all, yeah.
Started monetizing it all.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I remember, can't remember what it was. I think it was the opening of a freeway or something, and they wanted to do the Welcome to Country, and there were two different mobs, and they were fighting about it. Yeah, you've seen that video, and we've played it before. I can't be fucked trying to find it. But then you find out it's like $10,000 they get fucking they get for this Welcome to Country. And so the whole thing is a charade to me. Of course, you're going to be fighting about it. It's not about being proud of your heritage or anything. It's like you're fighting over money. It's ludicrous to me. And then, Ray Martin, who I lost all respect for, who said that if you question the yes vote, then you're a dinosaur. And, and then in the same breath, he goes, you should not be trying to question it or find out anything about it because there's no need to. And I'm like, why can't I ask the question, how is this good for the Indigenous community? How is this going to fucking filter down to them? Especially when I've been oblivious all of my life that the Indigenous community has been receiving $40 billion a year. I thought they made a mistake. I thought, surely not. I thought, wait, what did you think when you heard 40 billion? I thought it's a mistake. It must be 4 billion.
No, it can't be real. The purple circle and how did
not 4 million?
That's
not
that's
4
a
billion,
lot of money.
40 billion fucking dollars. I'm like, where is this going? When you see all of that, like, if I saw footy ovals and community services being made in Alice Springs and so on, I'd be like, okay, $40 billion. Yeah. All right.
Giddy up. Yeah.
Yep. Giddy up. But there's fucking nothing. And then you just hear the elders, that most of them are as white as you and I, seem to be pocketing the money. There was one guy that, I forgot his name, Jeff something, and he was the head of some Indigenous community, and he had been pocketing the money to fight a court case where he was the head of a gang rape in the 1970s. So he had been fighting that since the 1970s. Yeah. Look it up. I've talked about it on the podcast before, and I'm like, is this real? So I'm not sure if he's in jail now or whatever. But yeah, he got done for that. All at once they found that the money that was supposed to be going to the Indigenous community, he had been pocketing it and then using it for his court case that had been going since the 1970s. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's horrendous stuff. Even like at Canberra at Epic, and I went down there for 3 weeks in a row, I think, or 4 weekends in a row. But every weekend I went down there, the tent embassy was shut. And you think it was roped off with a close sign on it. I'm like, what the hell? Anyway, and I have quite a few. I actually went down with an Indigenous friend, and he was like, I said, oh, anyway, he just went there because they all live up on the hill with all the politicians, mate.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, they all just got their hand in the pot like everyone else. Well, the ones that point to the new Parliament House, like all them mongrels up there. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's just, it makes you really wonder. Like, you don't know.
Well, like that girl just said, the purple circle. That's what she's talking about. Yeah. So. Yeah. So. Yeah. No, it's a sad state of affairs, unfortunately. But I think we've got corruption through everything. So what can we do? We just need a clean slate, don't we? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I was going to play Topher Field's video. I watched a little bit of it today, which is a great video. So I'll probably play it next week because I've got to try and find it. I didn't have it ready. Which is on how to vote, and he makes it really simple on how you've basically got to vote for the independents first, and put Labor, Liberal last. But you've got to make sure that you find out who the independents are going to give their vote to as well. But I think, you know what, we're fucked anyway, because we know Labor or Liberal is going to win regardless, because the majority of Australians are going to because they just think it's Labor or Liberal. And you know what, I was thinking, and I have not watched the debate between Dutton and Albanese, but why didn't we have a debate with like the other people that are on there? Like even Adam Bant, who I hate, I can't stand.
Yeah.
Like they're not fucking green. Like who the fuck? Like when he should have been sacked. He should have been fucking out of his post when it was revealed that he spent, I think, $1 million on private jets and printing material. How is that green?
Well, the Green Party has what it was its claim to fame and its climb into the reality of Australian politics was stopping a hydroelectric dam in Tasmania that would have supplied Victoria. Like, what the hell's going on there? Everyone forgets about that. The Franklin Dam, people go, oh, yeah, but it's really a World Heritage Area. I'm thinking, have you visited the Franklin Dam? Have you gone for a kayak up the Franklin River? Have you been there? No, but it's really precious. Like, how do you know guns didn't go in and just log the shit out of the place?
Yeah.
That's all they do. There isn't, like, I fly up and down the coast, I ride dirt bikes through the forest. There isn't a patch of forest that you can ride through that hasn't been logged. Everywhere you go, you get on a plane and look down, you can see tracks through all the forests. Those tracks aren't there for people to go four-wheel driving, they're for log trucks. So there's nothing, and the trees grow like here, man. You get a 30-metre tree in 10 years, good foot round and a foot across. They just shoot out of the ground. I struggle to keep all the saplings down because I know if I don't knock them down, they're going to turn into a tree in 5 years.
Yeah, it's really, I don't know, it's heartbreaking, it's shocking, and I don't know where the fucking real greenies have gone, because with the wind turbines, they're just fucking knocking down trees, making roads, fucking causing all this fucking environmental damage, and the greenies are like, oh yeah, that's fine.
No, that's fine. Yeah, a big swage through a national park, through the Snowy Mountains National Park, and Yeah, no, that's good. It's all in the name of green power. It's only going to last 20 years, and there's going to be 60 million tons of concrete left in the ground forevermore. But,
Yeah.
that's all good. Yeah, it's crazy stuff.
And I've got to get Batty back from North. Sorry, I've just gone blank. North, probably a few Jack Daniels. North Queensland Freedom Network, because we had him on ages ago, and who said it to me? Someone said that he mentioned in the program, in the podcast, that, and I wanted to go back through the podcast and have a look, but he mentions that when they fell the trees and koalas fucking fall out of it, they actually club the koalas to death. So I've heard that, and I've seen, but I mean, if that's true, I mean, that's supposed to be our fucking national emblem, and they just don't give a. And they're like, are they authorized to do that? I'm at a fucking loss. Like, I'm at a loss what we have turned into. Like koalas, okay. I mean, I don't agree with fucking anyway, as I've just said. Fucking with the windmills, and I've had a couple of specials that we've had on the show talking about the wind turbines. I'm totally against them. I don't believe in them. But if you convince me otherwise, like, I'm happy to have a debate. Anyone who wants to do it. But
well, first they got to go round to make the power. They're usually stationary.
Yeah, you got to have diesel. You got to have diesel engines to fucking kick them off anyway. But how is it justified? I mean, isn't there a relocation program for the koalas? So what? Like, I don't know. How the fuck can you have people who then, like, I don't know, the people, the arborists that are taking the trees down, are they the ones responsible for then clubbing the koalas to death? Is there actually like something that we can get? I mean, this is fucking terrible thing to fucking talk about, but can we get this in?
I know around here, I know a couple of guys, and that's all they do, the professional tree loppers.
Yeah.
And they go around, chop the trees, and then and they're logging companies and things. The biggest thing that they get out of a tree is a bloody python.
Yeah.
And then the other thing, like sugar gliders and that, but as soon as you start chopping the tree, they all bail out. They're not stupid. They glide over to the next tree. Same as the birds, you might lose a few birds' nests and that. But yeah, I actually, you can hear koalas around here, but I've been here since 97. I think I bought the property. You don't hear you hear them at night time. They sort of make this screeching, grunting
screeching noise.
Their sexy voice when they're trying to mate. But I have never spotted one. We've gone out looking. A mate's come out with a night vision camera, and we've been looking for them. We can't find them ever. I've never even seen them. You can see where they've climbed up the trees. And the goannas are prolific up the trees. They go up and raid all the birds' nests and stuff. But yeah, my dogs love that. All the birds are squawking and dive bombing it, so they go down and think they're helping the birds. I think they just chase the goanna back up the tree. But it's pretty. I don't know about. He's never told me about having a koala in a tree. They do go through and they got to clear the road first because they get all the forestry trails get really overgrown, especially around here and anywhere north of here on the mid-north coast. So anyway, from here up through Queensland, so they got to put bulldozers and excavators in, clear it so the logging trucks can get through. And then all that noise and disturbance is enough to scare most wildlife back, and then it's like a slow progression of machines going through the forest. They don't just go through. It's not like on Avatar or something where they're just smashing everything in their path. I think they're pretty. I don't know. I actually haven't been. I've seen them when they've been there, and it's selective logging as well. So koalas only like 3 or 4 different species of eucalypt. So I think it's like white mahogany, and I don't know. I'd be lying if I said there was tallow wood and something else. There's a couple of others they like. But you don't. You're lucky to see them. You see them in Port Macquarie. And I near bet that more get hit by cars than do by loggers knocking them on the head.
Yeah.
like
Brad just said koalas are classified endangered.
Still don't make a koala club, or anything.
Yeah. But Brad just said koalas are classified endangered species, so it is against the law to kill them. And I've always been under that impression as well. So I need to get Batty back on the show. I mean, he's got his own podcast, but I'm sure that he said it and it was sort of missed in the conversation and we didn't really talk about it.
I remember hearing it as well.
Yeah.
And it could be. So I'm not in a thick koala habitat here. This isn't like I don't think this is from where I'm like 40 k's away from Port Macquarie. I know they're thick in Port Macquarie. Like my kids' school, they went to Westport High School, and there was, you constantly see 3 or 4 in the tree out the front of the school. We were dropping the kids off, and everyone's saying, "Well, what are they looking in the tree?" I go over and have a look, and there's these koalas in the tree, and it's like, wow, okay. So, well, I worked at Thredbo for a while. There was a wombat used to come through the bistro and eat all the potato chips that were left around.
Fucking wombats, because I used to live in Whittlesea in Melbourne, which is a sort of a farm area with 20 acres with my mum and dad, and we had a wombat that used to fucking rock up all the time. But he had he was obviously in a bushfire. He had like big scarring from a bushfire, but geez, they're big units. Like if you hit them in the car, well,
their whole back end is bone, so they go down into their burrow and wedge themselves in there when the dingoes were after them, and they couldn't get them. So you'll write a car off if you hit one.
Because he used to
tough
come
as nails too.
Tough as nails, man. Yeah, because he used to come into the shed that we had. We had a huge barn shed, and he'd go in there, and we'd it was the hay. We collected all the hay and put it in there, and then we'd sell it. And he would burrow into the hay, make his little hole, and I'd go in there, and I'd actually pat him like a wild fucking wombat, but they're a little bit fucking scary, man, because they're fucking built and they can fucking charge at you.
They go too. You don't realise how fast a wombat. They look slow, but they ain't slow.
Yeah. So he turned around a couple of times, and I went, "Fuck this! I'm out of here."
Back away, back away.
Yeah, but he sort of got used to us. But then, unfortunately, I think it was like 6-7 months later, we found him on the side of the road. He'd been hit by a car because they just wander out onto the road, and it was bit fucking heartbreaking. So same sort of thing.
Yeah. Critters, they get their hooks into your heart. That's for sure.
Yeah. Hey, we've gone 3 hours now. How about we play some funny fucking videos so everyone? It's been a bit of an angry show tonight. But I think we've all had to vent. Everyone in the comments has been venting. So I'll find some funny stuff.
You needed PJ needed to tell one of his jokes.
What do we got? Where's the folder with funnies? Fuck. Oh, actually, I have got a folder because I wanted to play this. And this is one of the few times where I've agreed with a leftist. Where are you? What the fuck did I name it? I've got so much shit. Here we go. Hang on. Agreeing with a lefty. Here we go. Do you agree with this?
Real job.
Here we go. I've got to remove this again.
You need Wayne here to remind you what to do, mate.
Yeah. Fuck.
He yells it at you every time.
Job. Yes.
Move it into that
Yes.
thing.
Is OnlyFans a real job?
Yes. Yes. Sex work is real work. Get fucked if you don't agree. Okay, bye.
That's it?
Well, if people in Parliament can literally sit around arguing for half a year and get nothing fucking done, and that's a real job, why isn't sex work a real work? Don't know what else you want to say.
I got to agree with that because fucking nothing's getting done. And, most of us, I fucking hate fucking Labor. I hate fucking Liberals. The only person that I actually listen to and agree to, I've gone off fucking One Nation as well with Pauline Hanson, abstaining from the hate speech. I know Wayne loves her and I get it, but I get what he was trying to say. He was saying, well, if she voted for the hate speech, abstaining, if she voted against the hate speech, then they'd be like, you're basically against the Jews or fucking, you're racist again, like she's always cocked. I sort of get that, but at the same time, you're losing the people that have supported you for so long. And that's what she's done now.
Malcolm Roberts, the other thing for me was Malcolm Roberts supporting nuclear power, and she put out that her cartoon, and she's going on about how great nuclear power is, and I'm like, really? Like, however many billions of dollars and 20 years to build a reactor, and it's not safe and it's not clean, in my opinion. I'm not a nuclear physicist, but I think we've got coal, we've got the coal mines, we've got the coal burning power stations, we've got the best thermal coal in the world. Let's just make our power and get our industry going again. Everything we got you can't make anything with bloody wind turbines and batteries and panels.
Yeah. Why don't we just go the coal? Yeah, but we're fucking. And this is what I said to Wayne on the podcast as well. We're going. Gas is bad because it wrecks the environment. Coal is bad and it wrecks the environment. But then we mine it and we fucking sell it overseas.
To the worst polluters in the world with no regulation or checks and balances on how they burn it.
And then we sell it to China. And it's like, especially the Greens, like the Greenies.
We should sell more coal to China because they burn brown coal, which is really bad. So we should sell them our good black thermal coal. So at least the emissions will be less and they make more energy out of less coal. That's just, and that's the same as the Franklin Dam getting stopped. So now Victoria keeps burning brown coal and they're going, brown coal's bad. It's just like, I just don't get it all.
I don't get where the Greenies are, really. You know what I mean? I'm like, Adam Bandt, he's a piece of shit, in my opinion.
100%, mate. He's just
it's like if you've just racked up $1 million, I'm sure it was $1 million in a year on private jets and printing pamphlets to promote the Greenies. It just makes no sense to me. You're trying to say that you're environmentally friendly, and I'm like, you're flying private jets? Like, just fuck off.
Yeah, jets and helicopters aren't that friendly.
Yeah.
Anyway, you found your video? That was it.
I forgot what I was looking for.
Something funny.
All right, we'll find something funny, mate. Sorry. Yeah. All right. Yeah, we'll find a couple and then we'll wrap it up, man. Thanks for coming on at late notice.
Oh, that's fine. I was just sitting there watching it and I thought, oh, you look lonely. Wayne's off visiting his dad and PJ's gone to bed.
Yeah. So here we go. Funnies. Here we go. think I've had this before.
I'm still feeling the effects of the anaesthetic from yesterday, so I'm not making good decisions anyway. So it's all good.
Yeah, feeling the effects of what?
The anaesthetic for getting knocked out.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel a bit.
Here we go. This is this is hilarious, actually. Hang on.
You're in the kitchen. Let's check that out.
Here we go. Sorry.
Hey guys, well, I've got a.
You got to put that away first. Where's Wayne? Wayne!
It's so annoying because we never had this problem before. Like, why did they change it to this? It's so shit.
It's like my inbox and my email. They changed all that.
Smoked salmon bake.
This is.
Well, something certainly smells good in the kitchen. Let's check that out.
Hey guys, well, I've got a fantastic brunch recipe today. Smoked salmon bagels with crushed avocado, some cherry tomatoes, and scrambled eggs. Really simple.
Cook the man some fucking eggs, bitch!
Okay. So you start with the scrambled eggs.
Once for warriors.
Thanks. Start with your scrambled eggs. So you need about 4 eggs for a few people.
You needed.
What the fuck was that? Did he just have a big line of fucking Coke or something?
I think so, yeah. Someone
just
likes
come
it or
out,
something else.
and I love how the other guy just comes out. You need it out the back in the studio. Like,
Yeah.
did he get fired? I don't know what. That is just fucking classic stuff. Yeah. So you've seen Once Were Warriors, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, for those people who don't know, watch Once Were Warriors. Yeah, he bashes his wife, and then the next day he's like, "Cook me some fucking eggs" or something like that, as if nothing happened the night before. It's an amazing film. It's very brutal. It's very honest. Yeah, but it's got some hard fucking subjects. All right, let's see what else I can find. Is this chill? All right, I think I know what this is. Fuck. Got to remove it.
Remove it first.
That should have been in the "Is this racist" section.
Yeah.
Just there's some fucking weird fucking people out there. All right, here we got another one. Oh, hang on. No, it's not the one that I thought.
Don't forget to remove the other one first.
You know what? I will. Thanks, mate. You're the new Wayne.
New Wayne.
I will remove. How stupid is this? This is just fucking. All right. So, you know what? You've just reminded me of. I don't know where this thing is, but I've been wanting to play this. Hang on. I've played that before. Hang on. Maybe I've got a folder. Because it's if you're feeling, can I fucking find it? No, I should have had it ready because I've been wanting to play this for ages and I can't find it. Of course. All right, I'll go back to what I've got because we'll call it up. We'll finish it off soon. This is fucking weird as fuck.
What the hell?
So, what are your thoughts on that, Bill? Licking pussy.
Yeah. He didn't get any that night, so he got to pick some up on the way home. Bit of takeaway or something.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Looked like he was licking the head of the cat.
But you know what? Hang on. I've got to remove it. But this actually segues into this. Obviously, we're not fucking. We're not talking about anything serious anymore. But anyway, we've had enough serious fucking talk. Anyway, we've had a good few vents. But this segues into the pussy troll.
Fucked Myra yet?
Well, we can't because of Pillow Pants.
The fuck's Pillow Pants?
Pillow Pants is a little troll who lives in her pussy. Pillow Pants is her pussy troll? Duh. You know how every girl's parents put a pussy troll in them when the girls are young to keep them from having premarital sex?
Sure.
Well, Myra is just named Pillow Pants. And so, even though she totally wants to have sex with me, Myra says if I put my thing in her, Pillow Pants will bite it off. So, I gotta wait until Pillow Pants gets peed out of her body on her 21st birthday before we can have sex.
And Myra told you this?
Boyfriends and girlfriends talk to each other about sex stuff, Randall. You'd know this if you ever had a girlfriend.
Have you and Myra even kissed yet?
We would have already if it wasn't for Lister Fiend.
Lister Fiend is her mouth troll, isn't it?
Women.
I'll be right back.
Bess, what's the movie? Bess, what is the movie? You've seen it. I don't think I've seen this. I think it's Silent Bob or something. Oh, fuck me. All right. One more video and then we'll go. I think it's time to call it a... What is this? Let me find... Oh, I found the one that I wanted to play. Oh, I'm so this video is great. Oh, hang on. Let me remove the shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Close that first.
So this video, if you guys have felt like, this is actually a pick-me-up for those people who feel like you haven't been seen and you haven't been heard. So this is to remind you that someone does listen, I guess. I need someone to do all this shit for me and get it ready. Hang on.
You need a producer, Tom.
Yeah, I do. I'm the producer. That's how bad this is. But anyway, if you're if you're feeling like you're not being seen, this is the video for you for a pick-me-up.
That's me.
Have a seat.
So sit here if you think nobody will miss you if you disappear.
That's me.
Have a seat.
And that's my pick-me-up for if you've been feeling like nobody
Literally
missing
picked
if you
up. Yeah.
disappear. Somebody will
Should have
pick you
been
up.
stuck if there was a white van right parked right next to that.
Anyway, with that, mate, it's been great having you on the show again a second time. And we're going to send all our love and best wishes to Michael, who's having a hard time. Sending all our love to him. So, yeah, great having you on the show tonight, man. Thank you. It's always
my
good.
pleasure.
I love just bouncing off other people on the show. I'm not like, I mean, I can do the show on my own, but I just enjoy like having a gas bag with someone else. Wayne's really good with just just being Wayne. But anyway, share, subscribe, like, and if you don't want to, it's not mandated. All right. Thanks for having us, guys. Good night.
Good night,
That's
everyone.
it. We're ending. See ya.